Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Thank you. My nails are so cute. Thank you. They're so nice, aren't they? Now they're from my teeth. I'm all yours now, Nick, for an hour
Yeah,
or so.
put your mic on mute. We just started now. Yeah. Welcome once again, everyone, to the Blue Stand. We're here to for the reaction for Wolves 1, Chelsea nil. Welcome to Ben as well. I have him here. I'll come
Hello.
to you. Hi, Ben. Can you hear
Hi,
me?
Nick. How are you? How's
Good.
your bank holiday been?
Yeah, same as always. Boring.
Yeah, same here. Yeah, same here. Actually, I went and watched the local team today, the local one near me. They won 2-0 on an absolute
Ah,
rocket.
yeah. Sometimes.
Absolute rocket.
Which team is that?
It's a little team called Marchtown FC, also known as the Hares.
Yeah.
Absolute rocket. 36 yards out, hits it sweet on a half volley. Oh, what a
Yeah.
goal.
It's good to go and see your local team. My local team is Leighton Orient. They're doing well at the moment, but I haven't had time to go and see them. But when I get a chance, if Chelsea are not playing, if I'm not going to Chelsea or they're not playing at home, I will go to Leighton
Are you
Orient.
going to Brighton next Saturday?
Yeah, yes, I'm going for Brighton, of course. Yeah,
Guess what?
yeah.
I'll be there and all.
Okay, maybe we can meet up. We'll see.
Absolutely.
Yeah, of course. Anyway, let me just read some comments what Frank had to say after the game. I'll come to you in a second.
No
Um,
worries, mate.
yeah. So Yeah, a disappointing defeat again. Very frustrating. How many times I have to say this every time we come here? Game after game, frustration after frustration.
We
But
just want to come to one of
yeah,
these reaction videos with
yeah,
a win.
yeah. Anyway, this is what Frank had to say. Um, he said he admitted it's too early to make any influence. He's only had 2 days. It's very hard. He wants to see, the players a bit more, get to know them. He started with all that. Then, yeah, it was his first defeat back, first game. Uh, but an unstoppable strike by Nunes, of course, Matheus Nunes. That was unstoppable. Unstoppable. I can't blame anyone. That was just a great goal. Uh, and that was the difference. Uh, yeah, Frank only had 2 days to work out common, like I said. Uh, Discussing the task at hand in getting the Blues back into shape and playing the way he wants us to. For example, was a difficulty. He said it was difficult. We found passing out from defense against a high press and physical Wolves side. It was very difficult because Wolves did play well. They really pressed us. But he said my job in this period in this period I have is to work with the team to get across my ideas of what I want and reinforce that. Said Lampard. Of course, 2 days is that's difficult. I was trying on the players, like some of us were mentioning the lineup, but he was trying the players to get the message across, and which we did as much as we could. He's trying to play all the players so he sees what they like. Yeah. Yeah, the lineup could have been better, but we do have that Real Madrid game. He's probably thinking about that. Well, he didn't say much, really. He said he saw some bits of some good things. I think, yeah, they can receive the ball and accept the ball, but you receive and accept the ball down low because you want to progress up the pitch. And we need to find the right solutions for that. Yeah, which means finding the right positions for the players and the right ideas. That's what he was saying. Yeah. Uh, yeah, he said it's a learning process and it's not going to be just a one-way street. It's going to take a bit of time, of course.
It's not.
Yeah. Yeah,
the
go
thing
on,
is,
go ahead.
you couldn't have asked him to perform miracles in 48 hours.
Yeah, of course.
You can't ask that of any manager. You know, I think it's going to take something really special for Lampard to really
and he
take
wants to
over
do
next year.
he wants to do well. Ben is saying, I have to use everything I can because I need to assess the squad quickly. We have to try and find the best players to help us win games. But I think having a strong competitive edge within the squad is a good thing. That's true. We have a great squad. He said if players train well and play well, then we'll get an opportunity under me. Yeah, yeah. Okay. What he's saying is absolutely true. What can he say? It's a clean slate for everyone, and that's a challenge to all the players over the next few weeks. Yeah, which I like what he said. Yeah, I'll just bring Alicia in as well. Come to you, Ben.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Hi, Alicia. Can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you guys. How are you?
Good. Yeah, fine. Yeah, I'll come to you in a minute. I was just saying some words what Frank had to say after the game. I'll come to Ben. Ben, what's your whole take on the Wolves game and Frank Lampard?
First off, credit to was it Matheus Nunes who scored against us. There's not a keeper in the world saving that. It's an unbelievable strike.
It was, right? Yeah.
It's one of them where you sort of you don't.
Yeah,
I know this is going to sound stupid, but it's one of them sort of goals where you don't mind losing to it, innit? Do you know what I
yeah,
mean? It
I know
come
what you
out of
mean.
nowhere.
You know what? There were some people were saying he's kept us for. Some
Nah,
fans were. Yes,
nah,
on spaces they were saying Kepa should have done better. How can he do
nah.
better?
Not
Yeah,
even prime
but,
check saving that.
go on.
So
Yeah, go on.
like, it's an unbelievable strike. Obviously, we don't want to be losing. Now, for me, if we hit 40 points, in my mind, we're safe. I don't see us like getting relegated on 40
Yeah,
points. I mean, first and foremost, 40 points. I think at the weekend, I think the way he's set up was a little bit wrong. We've seen better performances with the five at the back narrative with two inverted wing backs. I
yeah,
mean, he had 48 hours to pick a bunch of players to go out there and do a result. Between then and Madrid, he's got what, 4 or 5 days? Then he's had pretty much roundabouts a week. It might only be 6 days, but he said then now roundabouts a week, and then from that week, in my opinion, he should be able to pick a squad that can go out and do a job. Yeah,
yeah,
it's not about. It can't be about who's the right player for the right moment. It has to be a unit. You're going against probably one of the most informed teams in Europe on Wednesday, and you have to
yes,
pick a squad to be a unit. You can't pick a squad that everybody thinks is going to gel well because ultimately it might not. You have to pick a unit, and you have to make sure that unit is tactically adept to deal with
yeah,
uh,
exactly. Yeah,
Madrid. I will defend. I won't defend Lampard on one thing. There's
yeah,
one thing, right? Why doesn't any manager we get in use a striker we've already got?
mm,
Why do they keep going with the
yes,
same two up top? We know Felix and Havertz have got a bit of chemistry, and it's nice to see. But why not try Orba next to Felix? Why not try Datro next to Felix? At
yeah,
this point in the season, we've got nothing to lose. So if you use Datro, you're giving him a bit of experience going into the Premier League next year. You use Orba, I'm not being funny, you get Orba anywhere inside that 18-yard box, and he'll bury it.
he nearly scored when he came up, didn't he, Ben? He nearly,
Exactly. And
uh,
I tweeted
yeah,
the other day saying, since Orba come on, it's like he's got the bit between his teeth again. Like he was trying. Like it was when you're under Potter, we see Kai and Felix all the time. Now we're seeing like flashes of Orba. I mean, personally, I think Kai is better as a number 10 rather than a centre forward. Like a sort of like a creative midfielder who sits behind the attackers. It's just
yeah,
my opinion because we know he's not a centre forward. But if you take that chemistry he's got with Felix and chuck an actual natural goal scorer in there, like Orba, I mean, magical things could come of that three.
yeah. The best thing I like when we play Wolves is here, the picture here. Diego
Old
Costa,
school taking on new school.
yeah, Rhys James. Rhys James, he's not there yet. I don't blame him at all. Even some fans were on his case on Twitter today. On this, not many, but some. He's just come back from injury. Don't expect miracles. But it's great to see Costa always, especially when he came back to the bridge. And that was
Yeah.
emotional that day. I was there. He got the ovation he deserved. What a legend. He's not the same player, but he's still playing.
Mate, I don't
He,
care. I'd still take him back now.
oh, yeah, 100%. I'll take him right now because he's like that. We could have done with Costa. And at the time when before we got him, I was saying, why not bring back Costa? Because we were having so much difficulty in the striker position. Yeah, and I get Aubameyang. I was expecting him to start. Him or Deschamps should have started that game. Really, but
I'm not saying I'm not going to sit here and say they're the answer to all our striking,
No, I know.
our goal drought
Yeah,
problems, but they could contribute a huge factor as why we do
yeah,
stop scoring.
exactly. Yeah, yeah. Big up to you and Zeno. Thanks for being here. Yeah, let's go to you, Alicia. What's your whole take? Your for the game,
Yeah,
Frank
so
Lampard.
firstly, big up to
Yeah, go on.
sorry. Big up to everyone in this space. Personally, I felt like it was a spineless performance. I would have liked us to like try something more and to like put on a better performance. First of all, the back four, like Frank, when I saw that, I was like, what are you thinking? The back four hasn't worked for us as many times as we tried it. Even under Porter, it hasn't worked.
Yes.
So I
Yeah.
don't know why he didn't choose the back three. Then I would have loved him to have started Auba personally. Like I felt like Auba should have started this game. He would have offered more than what Havertz had to offer. Datro, Badiashile, I would have loved to see them feature. Then the midfield, I felt like the midfield was being more down. Like it was just getting run over so easily. And I
Mm,
would have loved to see like Frank try and change that up. Even when we went on halftime, I just felt like he didn't really try and impact the midfield because that's where like we were getting run over. And so also for there were some fans complaining about Conte being rested. Personally, I didn't have a problem with it. People were saying he should have featured even in the last 15 minutes. I didn't think it was a risk worth taking, given the fact that we know Conte is injury prone. So for me,
mm,
I know every game matters, but I just felt like it wasn't worth the risk. Like the game tomorrow is a huge risk as compared to that one. Then,
yeah.
as for the goal, personally, I know some people have feelings towards Kepa, but even before I get that, I fault Kukurea. Because in my assessment, I felt
Mm,
like, first of all, it was poor communication between him and Koulibaly. And the way he went, I felt like he stopped marking his man and he went towards Koulibaly's side. So by the time he tracked back, it was too late and we conceded. And also
yeah.
in that game, like the way he was moving was really, really mad. I felt like he had a very not so pleasant game, to say the
Yeah.
least.
Yeah, I do blame Cucurella a bit. He was a spectacular goal, but he could have gone in faster, going stop that Nunes, but he didn't. He was too slow, like you said, to react. Yeah,
Yeah, but to Nunes, that was a good goal. And
yeah,
lastly, like the way we defend set pieces, it's still getting to me. Like I felt like, no improvement. Like they really, really have to check that. And these guys, whatever they do in training, man, how they shoot these balls, completion in the final third, even like the necessity of sometimes we spam the ball into the box, and there's no one there. Like, how have we not fixed this problem till now? Like it's driving me insane. So
yeah,
basically, I think that's what I can remember of the game. Yeah.
yeah. What's your take on Frank Lampard's first game?
So for
Well,
me, like, and like most Chelsea fans, I felt like bringing in a caretaker, given the fact that we're looking for a long-time manager, bringing in a caretaker was not the worst thing, in my opinion, because I feel like there's no need for saying we want a long-term manager and there's this whole FFP thing, and then
mm,
you just decide to sign Enrique or whoever. But I felt like Frank, I give him like a 4.5 out of 10. I felt like there were better decisions that he could have made. Like I said,
yeah.
he started
Oh,
getting
yeah.
Four
featured.
point five is a bit harsh, isn't it?
Yeah. Anyway, well, let's do
But
the ratings after the chat. We're going to give all the players and Frank the ratings.
okay,
Alicia,
Ben,
it doesn't matter. Yeah, go ahead.
yeah. Yeah, Ben, I do love Frank and I want him to do well. But for me personally, I was disappointed. I was really, really
The
disappointed.
thing is, Alicia, right? He had 48 hours to pick a squad and field it. But that for any manager at any level is like you're asking the impossible. Don't get me wrong. I didn't expect us to go out there and wallop Wolves 5-0 and things like that.
No,
And I did expect a little bit more structure, but ultimately, with 48 hours and he's got to pick a starting 11 and a bench with a squad like ours, you are then asking the impossible. That's just my opinion.
Okay, you might
Yeah,
feel it's unfair, but I'm comparing to like when Tuchel came in, he had less time, and I felt like he got it better. Frank, 48 hours, I feel like it might feel insufficient, but I feel like it was enough time for him to figure it out. Secondly, like as a Chelsea fan, I expect him to be watching the game. So there are things that I feel like he could have deduced, like playing the back four. For me, that really threw me off. And I was like, nah, you can't play this back four. Team selection, some of the choices. But let's say, okay, let me bring it to a five. A five, a solid five. I'm not
I'm
taking it
happy
higher.
with a 5. I'll let you have a 5.
Okay.
yeah, it's true. It's true though. Yeah, that's the problem. Frank, that's his preferred formation. Always 4-3-3. He stuck to it, but it didn't work. I understand that Lisa is spot on. For me, why did Gallagher play the whole game? You see it's not working. You should take him off. Um, I'm going to come to the ratings after. We're going to do all of us do the ratings. Yeah, I couldn't understand it really. All right, Kanti, I don't mind him being rested, but still, Zakaria was there. Why not use Zakaria? There's a lot of questions, but even Frank said after the game, he said it's going to take me time to get to know the players. They weren't all here. This is a different team compared to the last time he was here. He knows a few of the players, but most of them he doesn't. Uh, so let's hope he gets it right on Wednesday, which is vital. But yeah, I don't want to blame him too much. He's just come in. He's coming to help because he loves the club. Like he said, it doesn't expect to be the new manager next year. He was laughing when they said to him, asked him that question. Now he goes, of course, that's up to Bowley what he does after. Yeah. Yeah. Sorry, Lisa, carry on. You were saying.
Oh, sorry. I just wanted to say, like, yeah, you're right. I feel like the whole Gallagher thing, I don't even know how I forgot that.
Mm,
That was, that
yeah.
was, nah. So it's coming
It
back to the
confused
whole
all of us, I
fight
think.
then. Like,
Yeah.
nah. The whole Conor Gallagher thing, and he didn't even like try to make some. How did you get the guy to play 90 minutes and he was atrocious on the field? Nah, that didn't sit well with me.
I love Gallagher. He gives the energy. But he has to be on the bench for now. He's not ready to play, 90 minutes in this team. He, gives 100%. He does, but that's mostly running around. But he's not that player he was at Palace, who scored. He played a lot better at Palace because it was a different team, different way they played and everything. But yeah, he should have not started really for me. Let's welcome Ghana as well. Ghana, can you
Hey,
hear
Nick.
us?
Hi there, you're right. Big up, Nick, Ben, and Alicia. I hope you're all well.
Yeah, big up to you. We were just saying, talking about the game against Wolves. Alicia, if you finish, I'll go to Ghana. Alicia, will you?
Yeah, sorry, you just got out and done.
You done for now, yeah? All right, Ghana, yeah, well, me and Ben and Alicia said what we thought about the game. What's your overall thoughts about how we played and the results?
So I was definitely surprised with the lineup.
Yeah,
I think that was the biggest thing that surprised me. Didn't expect to see what we'd seen. Didn't expect to go to our back four. Um, I did. Obviously, everyone was making their all predicted lineup, but I didn't include myself. But I was surprised with that. Now, going on to the performance, I thought we looked like our normal selves again, which was how we've been this whole season, which has just been that same players not giving it 100%, things just not going our way, and it's typical fashion this season where someone's been given the chance and they've never scored an outstanding goal, or they've just about scored. That is something that has been our case this season. I would like to say that's what's been happening quite a lot this season. I do think though that there was obviously, I thought there were some players that had an okay game, but as a collective, I can't sit there and say that we were amazing. We played ourselves. Obviously, again, I think every league game we go into now is crucial. I think we need to start getting some sort of confidence within the league as well and try getting it there. Again, it was a big task for Lampard to come in, I think, in 10 games and to change everything. You can take positives to say the fact that he brought in players like Aubameyang back into the team. He gave him minutes again. He's come in, he's changed the dressing room, the atmosphere. But I think where we need to see all of these changes is on the pitch. I think when we're playing, we need to put in more performances. I think our attack again, yeah, we've probably gone with the attack of Havertz, Sterling, and Felix. But even with them, it wasn't an amazing game. I can't sit there, honestly, hand on heart, and say that that we played that amazing. I thought Fofana had a good game. I thought Koulibaly had a decent game as well. He had an all right game, but besides all right, I can't say that it was a fantastic game or they played out their skins, or even to say they played a good game. All right, it's basically a average game, and that's what most of our players put in. Again, it comes down to the players now. They need to understand that Potter's not there anymore, and we've gone past that stage now. They've got a Lampard until now, I believe, 10 Premier League games left. Sorry, 11 with the Man United game in hand as well.
You're forgetting one.
Yeah,
You're forgetting 4 games.
Yeah, those 4 games, look, I'll be honest with you. As much as I want us to win the Champions League, if I'm looking at it realistically, guys, doesn't, especially with the performance that we put in on Saturday, I can't sit here and say that, oh, we're going to beat Real Madrid, we're going to beat...
No. Let's just get one thing straight, right? The one thing Chelsea have done brilliantly in the last 2 years, right, is what Gary Neville said on Sky Sports. He said, Chelsea have had a horrible league season, but it would just be like Chelsea to go and pick up number 3.
I'm not denying that. I'm not denying that.
That's right.
Like,
we got, sorry, Ghana, we got 8 league games left, and Real Madrid twice. That's what we have.
no, Nick, we've got Man United, which hasn't been scheduled.
Yeah, including United. Including, I'll tell you, we got Brighton next Saturday.
And they've got
Brentford, Arsenal away, Bournemouth away, Forest home, City away, and the last game is Newcastle
I'm at
home.
Brighton this weekend. So.
Man United rearrange.
Yeah.
So it's 8
league games. Like, we're just coming back onto the point that Ned was making. Like, I'm not ruling it out completely, because I know Chelsea. Or one thing I know about Chelsea is that they do love to pull out a surprise.
We need more or less a miracle, really.
But really, we're looking at it realistically, with our current form, I just can't see it. But this is all I ask the players for. I just ask them that, look, we've got whatever many games left. Just turn up to them. Just put in a performance. Even if we lose, as long as I know that we've actually tried and we fought our hardest, and we've tried and it just wasn't our day, fair enough. Like, I'm not going to have a go at the players, but all I'm literally asking them, one thing from them is just when you play for the game, like when you turn up to these games, put in a performance, because at the end of the day, it's not fair on match-going fans, whether it's home or away. It's not fair on those people that are going out.
Ben, can you mute your mic, please?
And not only that...
go ahead, Gunnar.
Yeah, not only that, but I also feel
Ben, can you mute when you're not talking?
Yeah, I do think, like, Ben, it's not only just that it's not fair on the match-going fans. I think it's also not fair on... I can't hear
Gunnar now. Gunnar, you're cutting out.
Can you hear me now?
I can't hear you, no. Go out and come in, I think. You've got a connection problem.
Nick.
Ben, can you hear Gunnar?
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Alisa, can you hear Ghana?
I could hear him, but I think he left the
I could
space.
hear you all.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I think it was Nick.
Yeah, I've got a funny feeling it was just Nick as well. I don't know. Alicia. I think it's just a case of get through these 10 games. I think, and if we progress in the Champions League, we progress it and get a proper. There's no disrespect to Frank, but actually get a manager in the summer. I just don't
Yeah,
think.
yeah.
I just don't think we're equipped for Real really. Looking at it, I don't expect us to beat Real. I mean, if we come away with a Bernabeu with even a 1-0 loss or a draw, going into the home leg, that's going to be massive.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
this season we've not shown prospect, if I'm
yeah.
being honest. Like we've had those games, okay, it's like, wow, that was unexpected. But our Champions League winning season, at least last season, there was kind of like you could see something. I feel like this time it's just like 1% chance, 99% faith. That's what it's about. Hopefully it's not a big score line because whoa, that would be the worst.
I mean, if we come away to the Bernabeu 3-0 down, you might as well say, well, that's it.
No, three's a lot. Like, nah. Because
Yeah,
Queen goals, like
there's
the last time he scored 3 goals was when?
exactly. So if
So
we go to the Bernabeu and we lose 3-0, you might as well
yeah,
say, well, that's the Champions League done.
atrocious. But God,
Like,
hopefully we just have Vinny on lock and Benzema. Like that is my biggest
do you know,
concern.
that's the thing for me is the only way you're going to lock them down is if you play a back five with Thiago Silva and Reece James on the right. Thiago's going to not be able to match Benzema for pace, but his knowledge on the game and the way he reads the game will hopefully help defend against Benzema's runs. I mean, last year Benzema made one run off the ball and he put a header away. They're the sort of little runs you got to watch. You know, Vinny again, he's quick, he's fast, he's strong. If anybody can do anything in that back line, I mean, we all saw that Thiago trained. Was it today?
Yeah, yeah, he's back training. Yeah,
Yeah.
But we'll
So
see
hopefully
Wednesday.
he won't be ready for this Wednesday, but for the return, I think he'll be available for
Yeah, that
the
was my
home.
question.
Yeah, that'd be great as long as we get a decent result. You know, even if it's 1-0 loss, it's durable.
that's
But
what I
we,
said.
yeah, I can see us coming back from that with the energy, that's going to be in that game. But sorry, I don't know what happened. My internet went and came back, so I don't know if you noticed, you two. Yeah,
We did.
yeah,
We kept the space going. We kept as
yeah,
much
good, yeah,
conversation going as we could.
yeah. I'll see you. Thanks, Ben. Well, and Alicia, thanks a lot. Yeah, yeah. Should we do the ratings first, and we can talk about Real Madrid and everything? Should we do the ratings for the players and Frank, of course? Gana's got bad connection. I don't. He said he might come back. So anyway, let's start the ratings. If Gana comes, he can give us some. I'll start with Ben Kepa
4.
4. Okay, Alicia.
5 because I feel like he made a good save.
Yeah, I agree. Uh, yeah, it was. I can't blame him for the goal. Overall, I think I'll give him 5.5 myself. Let's go to Rhys James. Ben.
7. I thought Reese was solid at the back on that right hand side as normal. You get used to it with Reese. He's probably Mr. Consistent, bar his injuries. But
Yeah.
when he plays, he's consistent at what he does, and he puts in not bad performances, not good performances. He puts in sort of in the middle. You know what I mean? One game you
Mm.
get a sort of an all right Reece James. The next minute you see glimpses of a world class right back, and there's talk of him being compared to Trent. Well, yeah, all right, mate.
Yeah, 7. Alicia, Rhys
Uh,
James.
okay, so for Reese, I feel like this season he hasn't really been where I would like him to be, but he was solid in defense. But I would have liked him to be more involved in attack. But I can't solely put that on him, so I give him 7.
Yeah, he has to get a 7 for me. He's one of our best players at the club. Uh, I don't blame him. He's lost a little bit of form, yes, because he's just come back and maybe he doesn't want to get injured and he's not going full 100%, which I don't blame him, by the way. 7, yeah, deserves a 7. Yeah, let's move on to Cooley Barley, Ben. Yeah. Yeah.
uh, Cooley Barley, I like what he said when he come out and said, "I want to make it work. I
Mm,
love being here. I want to make it work." I rate that from him. I really do, and I do think after his first season in the Prem, I do believe next season you'll see a different Koulibaly than what you've seen this season, should I
mm.
say. But going off his performance, 5. I didn't think he had a bad game. I didn't think he had a good game. I thought he was just sort of mediocre. So that's why I said 5.
Yeah. Yeah, I get you. So what you giving him?
5.
5, sorry. Yeah, 5. Alicia, Koulibaly.
Okay, so I don't necessarily use him for the goal, but I feel like him and Kukurea could have communicated better.
Hmm.
And also there were spells of the game I felt like he was shaky. So for me, it's a 4.5.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I'll give him a 5. I know he's not adapted yet properly. He's trying to. I hope he does because I know what sort of player he can be when he's adapted to this league. Time will show. Yeah, I'll give him a 5. Nothing special against Wolves. Yeah, Cucurella, Ben.
3, and that's me being generous.
Yeah, I think you are generous, really. Bad game. Really bad.
I,
But yeah.
I don't know with Cucurella. I don't know whether there was immense pressure put on him because with Cucurella, there's one thing you got to understand, right?
Mm,
Cucurella and Koulibaly are supposed to strengthen our left hand side when Chile obviously either gets injured or he's just having a rest or whatever. They're supposed to be Cucurella is supposed to be his stable, steady Marcos Alonso replacement. Do you know what I mean?
yeah.
And I think we overpaid for him. I don't think he's as good as what people make out. And I really think he should take a step back in the summer and think, I'm at Chelsea Football Club. My performances haven't been good enough. I've got to show these fans that I was worth this price tag. So 3, and that's me being generous. Very generous.
Yeah, I understand. Yeah. Alicia?
Okay, not marking his man for that first goal. Him and Koulibaly could have communicated better. And honestly, I felt like this was one of his worst games in a Chelsea shirt. For me, I give him a 4.
Yeah. Yeah, for me, shame because, look, he has one good game against the last game. He was good. He had a good game. Then he has a
Against
bad game.
Dortmund, he was good.
Yeah,
Against
he has one.
Dortmund, he had a perfect game against Dortmund.
Yeah, that's the thing with
Yeah,
Cucurella.
true.
Yeah, at the moment, he has one good game, then the next one he ain't going to be good. He's because he keeps doing it. So another bad game yesterday, Saturday. I have to agree. I can't give him more than 3 myself. So I'll give him 3. 3.5 for the long hair. Sorry. Yeah, 3.5 because he does. He does. You know why? Because when he runs, at least you know who the guy is, even when you're high in that Newcastle stand. you can see Cucurella. That's the only good thing about him, the long hair at the moment.
I
Yeah.
thought I was hearing things, Nick. Whoa.
Yeah, I do like him as a player, but he should be better. A lot of money we paid for him. He has one great game, then he goes off. God, let's see what happens with him. That was another bad decision for me. He shouldn't have played him. Bring in Lewis Hall. What's Lewis Hall? What's happened to him? You know.
Where's Chile?
Um, yeah, Chilwell was on the bench. He was sub. Yeah.
Maybe rested for Madrid.
Rested from Madrid, I thought.
Yeah, it looks like it. Yeah, because
Yeah.
he had injuries as well. So I understand that.
Yeah.
But why don't you play Lewis Hall? The guy, I see him
I know.
training. Every training session is there, but no one's giving him a
The
goal.
thing is to
Yeah.
drop him in Chelsea's current squad with our current form.
Mm.
I like that's dangerous. Like for me, that is very, very dangerous.
Yeah, but at
I
the
mean,
moment,
we
yeah,
know how
Ben.
volatile Chelsea fans
I
are
know,
at the
but
minute.
he's not like he's new. He's played in the first team. He played against City. He had a great game.
But
He's not. He's very strong. You see him. He's a young player, but he's strong. He could go. He's just been. He needs more time for me. Play
hmm
more games. We ain't got nothing to go
Fun
for in the
fact: did
league.
you know Lewis Hall's actually a midfielder?
Yeah, he is. Yeah, his natural position is midfield, but he does the job at left back or left wing back.
Yeah. Me
So
personally, I'd be
later,
training him up to be a CDM, and like a centre defensive midfielder.
it,
He defends really, really well.
yeah, true. Yeah,
But
I mean,
anyway,
I
who's
like
next?
him. Yeah, so let's move Cucurella. We said, yeah. So we go to the midfield now. Cover Ben Kovacic.
Cover again, a steady, reliable player when he's not injured.
Mm, yeah.
Based on his performance, I genuinely do not think this was his best performance in a Chelsea shirt. I think this probably on paper was probably one of his worst, in my opinion. We've seen a lot more out of Kovacic than what we saw on Saturday. So 5.5.
5.5. Okay, Alicia.
okay, so for me, I felt like Cover was really, really unsteady in this game. I felt like he misplaced a lot of passes, and not necessarily the whole goal. I know a lot of people were upset, but like
Mm,
Cover misses those chances a lot. So I don't get where the sudden rage was coming from. So having said that, I think I'm gonna give him a 4.5 because I felt
mm,
disappointed.
yeah, I understand. Most of every player, no one had a great game or average game really, except for James. We gave him 7. Most of us, yeah. Yeah, Cover. I agree. For me, I'll give him 5.5 for his effort. Yeah, I'll get it. Yeah, he didn't have a great game. No, we know what Cover can do. Yeah, let's go to Conor Gallagher then.
2.
Yeah,
I
I
don't,
understand.
I don't know what it is with this guy, right?
Mm,
The way I view Conor Gallagher is, do you remember when Mourinho always had that one midfielder on the bench, and he used to bring him on to just provide a bit of energy and a bit of solidarity, in a sense of he would bring him on to either see out a game or just put a bit more energy in the centre of the park.
yeah,
And that 9 times out of 10, that was Mikel Essien, yeah.
yeah.
So for me, is it Mikel Essien? I'm sure it is. Essien anyway, right? He's sort of like that kind of midfielder. Right, he's sort of like a midfielder you put on just to put a bit of energy in the midfield.
Mm,
I can't remember the last time we saw a good performance out of Conor Gallagher. I mean, he scored 1 goal all season, and that was against Palace. Don't get me wrong, a hell of a
yeah,
goal, but
yeah. Great goal. Yeah.
You know, for me too. I genuinely don't think.
Yeah, it wasn't a good game. No, I don't blame you. He's not. I don't know what's wrong with him. He tries too hard. That's the problem. He goes,
I agree.
full speed ahead, and that's when he gets it wrong. He can pass it to the wrong player because he's going too fast, 100 miles an hour. God, yeah, it's good to have him on the bench, and when you need to have that, to someone to bring on to chase every ball, yes, I get you. Yeah, Alicia, Conor
So for
Gallagher.
me, Gallagher, I don't understand his game at all, at all. Like I felt like he kept misplacing passes, even the simplest of passes. Even when he would
Mm.
have a good pass, he would just like I don't know, he'd just mess it up. Um, it felt like he was tense, even sometimes when the pressure wasn't necessarily on him. He was kind of confused. I don't understand like what he does, but
Mm.
I just felt like no. Over 90 minutes, I didn't deserve to see that. So for me, I give him a 3.5.
Yeah, I agree. Hard for me to give him anything, but yeah, I'll give him 3.5 for his running. But he has to be on the bench. He has to be dropped. Um, I know he's daring to go. He's always, really raring to go, but he has to control himself. I don't know. Maybe you need the right manager to tell. I hope Frank will talk to him. He probably will. Get him, calm down a bit. Yeah, yeah, 3.5 is fair. Ben, let's go to Enzo, one of our better players.
Oh, Enzo, 120 million starting to look like a quid.
Yeah,
Like he is. To watch Enzo in a Chelsea shirt, right, after all the January speculation and all
mm,
the stuff, I think he's just come into Chelsea and he's embraced what Chelsea's about. I don't think it was his best game that he's played for us. I think
yeah,
there was a couple of performances before where we saw him sort of reach a newer level. That was the misses. I apologise. Right.
yeah. Don't worry. Carry on. Carry on. Yeah. So, yeah, I think your kids are the kids are out of doing something.
I think I'd just love to
Yeah,
see Enzo in a Chelsea shirt. I mean, it's 6.5 for Enzo.
yeah,
I think he had a good game. I just don't think it was his best that we've seen out of him yet.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I agree. Uh, Alicia, what do you think? Enzo?
So for me, not that he didn't have a good game, but I felt like in this game, Enzo was really cuffed. There were
Mm,
times I felt like he was a bit confused, like he didn't know what to do. And this has me worried about Enrique because I'm thinking Enrique
mm,
might want Enzo to sit back and be like a six or something. So, having said that, I give the guy a six because I felt like I've
yeah.
seen a better game from him. It wasn't his best game.
No, it wasn't. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, we know Enzo can be, a great, but we mustn't forget he's been played every single game, hasn't had a rest, but he copes with it. Yesterday wasn't his great game because the team were rubbish, honestly. Otherwise, he would have been, great. So I think he deserves at least a 6.5 for me because he always tries. I love Enzo. He's got to be some player good for us. Yeah. Let's move to Raheem Sterling. Ben, just coming back.
Now, this is where it might trigger some Chelsea fans.
Yeah.
Nick, I backed Raheem from the start. Did I not?
You did, I didn't. Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
He picked up that injury. Unfortunate.
Yeah.
And you could see that he was missed. On that right hand side, with that burst of pace, with that little bit of energy on that right hand side, you could see that something was missing on our right hand side.
For sure. Yeah, I agree
But
there.
naturally, Sterling should be on the left hand side. But for
Yeah,
me, Sterling 6.
6. Okay.
And I'm only
Yeah,
giving him, I would give him a 5.5, but I really like him, so I'm giving him a 6.
yeah. I think it's fair. Let's welcome Deals. Deals, I'll come to you. We're up to Sterling. I'll come to you, and you can give us or after Alicia does Sterling, and we go to you, so you can give us the rest, and so you catch up. Okay, Deals, can you hear us?
Big up, Nick. Big up, Ben. Big up, Alicia. Hope you're doing well.
Big up to you, my friend.
Yeah. What are we talking about? The ratings?
Yeah, I will come to you, so you can give us after Alicia gives Sterling one, because we're up to Sterling. I'll go to you, so you start from Kepa. Go ahead, Alicia.
So for me, personally, Sterling in this game was so unimpactful. Like he didn't even use his pace. He was just he was just so average. So for me, I felt like I gave him a 4.
Yeah, I understand. Yeah.
A 4?
Yeah.
You're there because you
He didn't do nothing really. If you,
I don't expect him to work wonders, but a 4?
Yeah, that's
what
what.
he was
4.
Give him 4.
Yeah.
Give him 4.5, and I'll leave you alone.
You know, Ben likes Sterling, Alicia, but
it's
you don't have.
not his fault. It's not his fault why the goal went in. It's not his fault why the goal went in.
No, we're talking about Sterling.
Sterling.
Yeah. Anyway, let Alicia give what she wants. I agree with. Yeah, go. Carry on.
Why would he be more than average? Because for me to give him a 6, you have meant that he was
6 is average. If say 5 is average, because we're giving marks out of 10, so you're giving him less than average. Yeah.
He was so forgettable. I just felt like he didn't have any impact.
No.
I'm sorry.
No, they didn't. No one did.
4.5.
So Alicia 4. Okay, understandably. He didn't have a great game, but me, Sterling proved me wrong. I didn't want him nowhere near the club. You remember, Deals knows I was shouting, screaming.
Yeah. No. Nick. Yesterday he had a poor game.
Yeah, he did.
Saturday he had a poor game still.
Yeah.
Saturday he had a poor game. So you have to admit.
I'm coming to you in a second. Yeah, for me, I didn't, but he proved me wrong. He started playing some good football with Tuchel, and then he faded away. Then he came back. The last game, which one I was there, and he showed me some bursts. He came on as a sub. Oh God, which game was it? Leeds.
Dortmund. Was it Dortmund?
No, the league game. I think it was Leeds when he come on, and he really showed. He looked better for me. No one looked faster and pacey like he did. I know he can be great, but yes, on Saturday he was, and I have to agree with Alicia. But give him a 4.5 to keep Ben just happy a little bit.
Yeah, that's my boy.
Yeah, 4.5 I think is fair. I think it's fair anyway, really. Okay, so all right. So before we go to the next, I'll go to Deals so he can catch up with us. Right, Deals. Well, your thoughts on the
Kepa.
game, of course, and Kepa. Yeah, what's your thoughts?
Really and truly, yeah. We had chances. We created our chances, but again, the same situation. We're missing a number 9. In certain areas, I thought on the ball, Gallagher was good on the ball on certain times, but he didn't have that finishing touch, that awareness around him. But maybe that's because he hasn't been starting a lot of games recently. Remember that. Gallagher's not really a starter. So when
I feel that Gallagher's level it isn't being at Chelsea at the moment. I think he needs another loan to get back
Yeah,
to his normal self. I feel that Enzo was alright. He was alright in the DM place where he was sitting. Cover, I feel Cover had a awful game. To be fair, I didn't think he was his normal self on the
yeah,
ball and off the ball. Um, Sterling, like again, we wasn't attacking wise. Like again, attacking wise, we're having the problems. Like João Felix was the only one attacking that was brilliant, right?
yeah, yeah.
Again, Pulisic coming off the subs and who else was on the subs? Who else was remind me?
Aubameyang,
Aubameyang and who else?
Ben Chilwell,
Ben Chilwell, Aubameyang. Yeah, when
Mudryk.
Aubameyang came on, Reece James started to spray passes in the box
Yeah,
to Aubameyang, but Aubameyang hasn't got the finishing touch at the moment either. So we're missing a lot of striker, 100%. But we know our frailties at the moment when we're
yeah,
going into certain games. But like again, I feel that Wolves they knew they came with a plan, and that plan against us worked against us that day, and it wasn't our day. So I feel that on a better day we will finish our chances.
yeah,
Kai
yeah.
Havertz, I didn't think he had a good game. Attacking wise, defensively wise, I think we were sound. To be fair, I think we were sound defensively wise. They just caught us on the break. That's what they did. They just caught us on the break. But yeah,
So,
ratings.
yeah, let's start. Give us your marks for Kepa first.
Kepa, I'm gonna give Kepa a 6. I'm gonna give him a 6 because he shouldn't have let that goal go against him. Nick, where did Nick go?
Nick say he's leaving or
Why?
no, I was asking because I had also left and then
Where's
I've
he
come
gone?
back and I've seen Nick leave.
I think he keeps lagging
Yeah, I
out.
think it's I just pressed the wrong button. Sorry about that, chaps and folks and
It's
everyone.
alright, man. It's alright. It's alright.
So
But yeah,
yeah, Kepa deals. Sorry.
yeah, Kepa. I feel like Kepa, considering the goal, I feel that he had a good game. Let's be real, considering the goal. They didn't really attack us a lot. They didn't really
No,
attack us a lot. We had a lot of chances. It's just the fact that we couldn't bury our chances.
yeah,
So Kepa, I gave him a 6.
6. Okay, right. Fofana.
Fofana, brilliant as always. Brilliant as always. He was going into spaces like you see the spaces that Rudiger was going into when he was playing for us. He was getting to them sort of spaces and running into the midfield, driving with the ball. And that's what I want to see from Wesley Fofana always, right? That's the Fofana that's solid on the
Okay.
ball and defensively wise. So I'm gonna
Uh,
give him a 8. I'm gonna give him an 8.
so yeah, we forgot Fofana.
He was my man of the match. He was
Yeah,
my man
no,
of the
yeah.
match.
Sorry,
Seven
Ben.
and a half.
7.5 for Ben. Alicia. Ben Fofana. I forgot. Sorry. Yeah.
I think for Fana, I liked the way he defended in this game. I'd give him a 6.
6. Yeah. Yeah. All right. So your man of the match deals. You said 8.
Yes, 8. Wesley
Yeah.
Fofana.
Yeah. He.
Koulibaly.
Koulibaly. Yeah.
You see Koulibaly now. He's had a few issues settling into the Premier League. I think Ben's right. I feel that maybe next year he will start getting used to being in England. And I don't think he's had that leadership. He hasn't brought that leadership to
Hmm.
England just yet. I feel that on Saturday's game he wasn't that great. He looked unsteady. Obviously, so far we've seen as Koulibaly, he's also been lack of pace. There's been no lack of awareness. his mindset isn't there at the moment. But like again,
Mm,
like Ben said, he did come out with that what he said about he hasn't been his 100%, and 100% he hasn't been that. So
yeah,
I'm gonna give him a 5. I'm gonna give him a 5.
yeah, yeah. I think that's what more or less we gave him. Cucurella.
Cucurella. Cucurella. It's it's a sticky one with Cucurella.
Yeah.
With he's playing left back.
Oh yeah.
I don't feel like he can start as left back. I feel that left centre back, he has no problems playing left centre back. But left back,
Mm,
he's not a left back. He's more a left wing back.
yes.
I
Yeah.
feel
I
that
agree.
he got beat by his man all the time on that wing. And he got pressured so much. So I'm gonna give Cucurella a 2. I'm gonna give him a
Yeah.
Cucurella 2.
Yeah. We didn't give him much either. I think 3. Was it 3.5? I think I gave him. Yeah. Rhys James.
Reece James, obviously the surgeries, he needs a surgery. Bound to happen. That needs to happen.
Mm,
I don't feel that he didn't play to his best abilities.
yeah.
Maybe that's because he's trying to be ready for Real Madrid on Wednesday. And I thought that he wasn't. He was getting to certain areas, crossing the ball 100%. That's like the Reece James we know. But again, defensively wise, he wasn't the Reece James we know. You know. Um, Again, obviously Wednesday is a big match for him, so
Yep.
maybe he thought to keep the energy for Wednesday. You know.
Yeah. I think it's down to the injury. He's trying to be careful
Yeah.
because he doesn't want to get injured again. I don't blame him one bit. But he
He
had
was
a
talking to he was talking on a TV show about his injuries and that, and
yeah,
how he's had troubles with the
yeah,
injuries and he's trying to play safe
true.
with it. So I feel that Reece
Nope,
James, I'm gonna give Reece James a 5. I'm gonna give him a
5.
5.
Yeah, we gave him 6, 7. Ben gave him 7. I gave him 6. I think.
Fair enough.
Alicia, I think Alicia gave him 5.5. Was it? I think.
Yeah, I'm
Uh,
gonna give him a 5.
okay, yeah. All right, let's move on to Conor Gallagher. Um, I think so far he's got the less marks from all of us so far. Cool. Gallagher.
See with Conor Gallagher, right? He was getting
Yeah,
into certain areas on the ball, driving with the ball in certain areas. He just didn't have that finishing
yeah,
awareness to pass the
yeah,
ball properly.
yeah,
Um,
exactly. Yeah, true.
I'm gonna give Gallagher a 6. I'm gonna give him a 6.
Very generous, really. Yeah. Enzo.
Actually, I'm gonna give Gallagher a 3. I'm gonna give him a 3.
Yeah,
Actually,
yeah, that's more like it. I think I know he tries. He gives 100%. That's what I love about him, because he does give 100% for the badge. But for the badge only, he's passing,
yeah,
he's wrong, and everything else, like we
he's been
said.
at our club. He's been at our club since young, so
Yeah.
like since 5 years old.
Oh
Like there's
yeah,
been
no, he
no.
will get better. I'm sure. I'm hoping with Frank. Frank can really talk to him now, get him going. Yeah. So Enzo deals.
I think Enzo, he got into certain passes on the ball. He was on the ball, directness on the ball, awareness was on the ball, but I didn't think he had a great game. I feel that the best of Enzo is passing, and he wasn't on the ball passing that much on the
Yeah.
ball. So I'm gonna give Enzo. I'm gonna give Enzo 5.
Yeah. Yeah. I'll get it. Okay. So no,
5?
you.
Deal,
No,
Yeah, I'm
you
gonna
you.
give him a
very
5,
much.
bro.
Yeah.
Oh,
That wasn't Enzo's best game, bro.
No, he wasn't, but he deserves average. I think. 5 is average,
Ben is
by the way.
He's
Yeah.
playing. He's playing too much. He's playing too much. He's
Yeah, he's
starting too
playing
much.
every.
He
I
needs to
said he
start
plays
getting
every
rested.
single game. Yeah, true. But yeah, I get it. He's average. 5 is average. Above anything above 5 is average. So I think you caught up now. No, Sterling. We said Sterling ourselves, did we?
No, I didn't say Sterling.
Not you. Yeah, you didn't know. Yeah, so give us Sterling. Yeah, we done Sterling ourselves. Go ahead.
With Sterling, right? My only problem with Sterling, right?
Deals, whatever number you've got
he-
in your head, please put 0.5 on it just for me.
No, it's worse than 5.5.
Yeah. Anyway,
It's
go.
worse than my bro. It's worse than my bro.
Yeah.
Sterling, obviously, when he first came in, Nick, you know my thoughts on the Sterling situation.
Yeah. Yes.
If we're going to bring Sterling in, we've got to bring the right midfielders in to bring with Sterling, and we haven't got that. So there was no point of getting this guy, right? I feel that in certain areas against Wolves, he wasn't the Sterling that with the pace, the one we know with the pace, and that can look up and send that pass across to the attackers. There was a point where he should have passed the ball to João Felix.
Yeah.
I'm sure you've spoken about that already. And he didn't pass the ball. He didn't look up to pass the
it
ball.
wasn't his best game.
No, it wasn't his best game. I'm gonna give him a 2 still. I'm giving him a 2.
Yeah, God. Yeah. Anyway, let's just read these couple of before I welcome OG as well. Snoopy's saying Enzo 5. He's confused why 5. He's saying he should get 7. Enzo always gets, we put him 6.5. But yes, I understand what you mean. He's one of our best players. Even we played so bad. Snoopy was saying, yeah, Sterling is a dead player, systems only.
Yeah, he's a snake. He's a snake, man. Like he can't come to us a long time ago.
Yeah, I mean, my OG. Sorry, OG. Yeah, welcome, OG. OG, yeah. You know what I was saying when
big up OG, my bro.
I wish Sterling came earlier, man. Like, especially from a London boy. Like, I know he's,
he's put on weight though, my bro. He's put on weight still. He's put on weight still.
He does look a bit heavier. Yeah, you're right.
It's definitely not the same Sterling, man. I can't believe we didn't get him off QPR. Like, the Liverpool thing was bad enough, but then there should be red flags when Man City are selling you one of their best players. It's obviously something happened. Like,
I said it. Yeah, OG, you're right, because at the time I was going berserk. I said, no, keep Sterling away from Stamford Bridge. All right, he came, he's got a few goals, and I accepted him. Like I accept any player who wears a blue shirt. I had to back him.
You're faking injuries, though.
Yeah, I don't know.
I knew he was going to get injured, and I knew he would become bad once he got injured.
But it's not the same Sterling, you saw at Liverpool and at the beginning when he went to City. OG said, there was something going on. That's why Pep didn't rate him. That's why they wanted to sell him. He was sub. At the end, he was more sub than a first team player. But he has to show more as well. It's not just Havertz up there. You see him as well. Very bad, really. Yeah. So where was I? OG, we've done most of the players. You can give us your ratings from Kepa.
I see the Enzo rating. There's some debate in the chat. I see they're giving Enzo their rating.
Bro,
don't do that, fam. The Chelsea fans will hate you to do that.
Enzo had a poor game, bro.
Bro, don't say that, fam. That's like saying Kante. 5 years ago when Kante couldn't put a foot wrong.
Bro. You had a poor game, innit, bro? I'm being real, fam.
Yeah. Anyway, OG, can you give us your rating? No, start from Kepa, please. Kepa, then I'll tell you the players one by one, so you come where we are. Kepa first.
Try and get through these a little bit quickly, though.
Yeah.
Kepa. Yeah, I was going to go quick. Kepa, come on, man. This guy, man, his T-Rex arms failed him again. And you think when everyone keeps saying the same thing, you're going to get beaten from far away, you're going to get packed, you're going to get destroyed from outside the box. It was just inside the box, but it was still a package. And typical, man. I'll give him a 3. That's not
3
my
goals.
keeper.
That's bad, man. Yeah. Anyway, you're entitled. 3. Okay, Fafana.
Now, Fofana's a G, man. This guy's a ninja. I'm going to give him a 7.5.
Yeah, understandably. He was our best player, really.
Yeah.
Koulibaly.
Kulu the Rock Barley. Again, another snake. We wanted him for 5 years. They sold it. They sold him to us. We should have known something was wrong. We should have just known. Wait a minute. Why now? After 6 years, would he give it to us? So I give him a 5.
Yeah. Cucurella.
Cuckoo the Clownrella, bro. I so badly wish we let. I swear down. I wish we let Man City take him, and then Man City would have sold us
No.
Ake,
He
Van
does.
Sterling, bro. You
Go,
know, but
I
instead we
can't.
got Cucurella. Like
I must laugh, but you're right. You know, he does look a clown in the
he
circus.
literally.
Man, them. You know what I call Cucurella? You know what I
What?
call Cucurella, OG, bro?
What do you call
I
him?
call him Bunnerella.
You wanna find him up? No, but listen, he came
Cinderella.
to the females game, yeah, and I was like, oh,
Oh
he's
my
actually
God.
there in the ladies game. He's supporting the team. Like maybe he's different. Like maybe he loves Chelsea because only Reece James was there, and obviously his sister
Yeah.
supporting his sister. But I was like, why is Cucurella here? Like when they won against
Oh,
Leon. So I thought maybe he cares, but I'm
oh
just not
my
impressed,
God.
man.
Yeah.
He literally had one good game the whole season.
Yeah.
Literally
Yeah.
one good game.
He has one good game, then a bad one, then 2, 3 bad ones. That's the thing. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, so where was I? Cucurella. Welcome, Bobby. I'll come to you. Can you hear us, Bobby?
Yeah, I can. Pick up.
Yeah,
Bobby,
good.
we're catching up, yeah. So you might as well
Yeah.
give your numbers as well, but be quick.
Wait, yeah, I'll go to Bobby as well. So you catch up because we started before you OG and you came on.
Yeah.
We're just doing the ratings, and I'll come to your thoughts on the game as well. Yeah, so yeah, all right. So let's go to Bobby now to give us a Kepa marks.
Right. My
Kepa.
marks for starting with who? Kepa.
Kepa,
Yeah.
please. Yeah.
The T-Rex.
Gosh. Kepa. Well, you can't blame him for the goal. Did he do much wrong? Not really. Does he inspire confidence? Same issues about not feeling confident about coming to collect crosses. Kepa, I'll give him a 7.
A 7?
He didn't do anything wrong, really. I understand.
Well, he could have had longer arms. You know, he could have longer arms to save that.
OG, he couldn't save that. No one could save that.
Petr Cech would have saved that.
No, even Petr Cech would have struggled.
Remember Petr Cech went 10 years without any free kick beating him.
Look, I've seen ex goalkeepers do save like that sort of shot. I've seen it. Bobby's seen it from Peter Bonetti and from Petr Cech. You're right there. I agree, but I can't blame Kepa really. Not now.
No, it's a joke. When I said he should be taller, you can't be taller. Like, you're born the height you're born.
Yeah. Shame he's not a few inches longer, but what can we do? Yeah. So, Bobby. So you catch up with where we was. Give us a Reece James.
I don't know what happened to those guys.
Yeah.
You know, I can't see myself giving anybody more than a 5. So I'll just give 5, drab.
Yeah, that's average. Yeah, I agree. We said for Fafana.
5.
Koulibaly.
No, more than 5. He saved Koulibaly a few times. And they try to injure him.
I think, Fafana was probably our best player. I don't know. I think so.
Okay,
I
give him a 7 then. 7.
7.
Yeah.
Okay.
Koulibaly 3.
Thank you.
Who else we got? Cucurella.
Cucurella.
1.
Yeah, I don't blame you. He's lucky
Yeah,
he's got
it was his
anything.
fault.
Really. Yeah. Let's go midfield. Cover.
We don't want Chua, didn't they? Cover 2.
2, yeah.
Enzo,
I mean, I would have
5.
given Cover a 3 or 4, but not.
Yeah.
Who else?
Gallagher.
Oh dear. Gallagher 4.
Yes. And Enzo,
Enzo, I'll give him 5.
5. Yep. Yeah, and so you caught
Everyone's
up
giving
with
Enzo a 5.
no, I gave him 6.5 myself. We
Nice.
gave him more. I think Alicia gave him more. So did Ben, and I think Deals you give him 6. Was it?
I gave him a 5.
Yeah, you give him a 5
What
as
did
well. Yeah,
Snoopy give him? Snoopy G, he put a number there. I saw that.
yeah. I'll just go to that. Snoopy. Yeah, Enzo 7. He said he deserves a 7. Yeah.
He obviously loves Enzo.
Yeah, we all do, but no one had a good game really. No one. But yeah, I understand. Let me just go through these little comments before I come back. How we miss Jesus. Oh, he's
Yeah,
talking
we
about
got Sterling
Jesus.
instead of Jesus. That
We
was the
got the
wrong way
wrong
around.
one. Yeah, I wanted Jesus, really, OG,
Yeah, me too.
What's that? I don't know what that is. Hola. Let's go to Varna. Varna, welcome again. Thanks for coming on again. We should rate the team as 1 because team played like crap, especially in the first half. No heart, no desire, no passion. Pathetic display versus Wolves. That's the best comment I've seen so far. Yeah, 100%. But we just giving our ratings. You can join in now. You're here, and I'll come to the results. What we did the other day. I think you got one right actually. No, you didn't. Sorry. I'll come to that anyway later. But yeah. Let's go back. Yeah, a great comment. Yeah, I understand what you're saying, but we still have to give our ratings. That's what we do. So let's go back.
I
Yeah,
have
Ben.
no idea why I'm in here twice.
Yeah, no, let me get rid of the top one. So the bottom, the bottom one is the right one. So I'll get rid of the other one. It should be
I ain't got a
okay.
clue why I'm in here twice.
Nor do I. It happens sometimes.
Yeah, Bill's.
Now it's
All of a
better.
sudden, right, just then, all of a sudden, I couldn't hear
Yeah.
no one. I could see you moving, but I couldn't hear no one talk.
Oh god. Maybe it's connections and this sometimes StreamYard as well doesn't do things properly.
Definitely.
Yeah, you know what it's like.
Yeah.
So all right, so we
Oh,
got
that's working
to
now.
we got up there now. We can go go back to Ben who was first originally. Give
Hello.
us Havertz, Ben.
3, and I'm being generous.
Very generous.
I'm
Yeah.
in a very generous mood. I'm losing patience with him at this
Yeah,
point.
he is.
How long? Right, not being funny. Not Kepa. Fucking hell. Kai Havertz, right? He's living at Chelsea off his UCL goal. That's what
Yeah.
he's living off.
I know.
Right?
Some fans keep going back to it. We have to
Nah,
stop going
you
back.
can't.
Yeah. It's the
The
wrong thing
difference
to.
between Drogba, who done it consistently in big games, and the difference between Havertz is Havertz has only managed to do it once.
Yeah.
Drogba done it consistently over many, many different big games, FA Cups, Champions Leagues, goals to win us the league. Like he done it consistently. Havertz has
Absolutely.
done it once. Like there's levels to Chelsea, and Havertz just isn't it.
Yeah, at the moment, no, I agree everything you said. So you gave Havertz 3. Okay. I'll let you finish them off. I'll go to Alicia. Did we say Sterling? You said Sterling, I think, did you?
Yeah.
Ben.
We did, and Snoopy called him a snake in the chat.
Oh yeah. And Felix. Last but not the least.
Felix.
João Felix.
I don't know about Felix, He seems to love Chelsea and he seems to love London life.
Yeah. But his performance for Saturday.
I've seen for his performance on Saturday.
Yeah.
what, 6. I'm in a very generous mood. 6.
6. Yeah, fair enough. Let's go to Alicia as well. Alicia, I think you do Sterling?
Yeah, I did Sterling.
Oh yeah, you did. We did. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, I did.
Right,
Thank
let's João Felix.
For me, Felix and Havertz, I don't get why people are praising Felix and slating Havertz. For me, basically, they were the same. He's definitely caused the Chelsea virus. I give them both a 3.
Yeah,
Restful, not impacting the game, a lot of chances missed. Yeah.
yeah. I think you said the right thing. Both were poor. Who wasn't poor, really? It shows how bad we need a striker. God. But I do love Felix. He's young. He will improve. I'm sure he's going to get better. Yeah. So let's go back to OG and Bobby, the ones.
I mean, Felix, this is the worst game I've seen so far.
Yeah.
But
Let's go to the midfield first.
what was even that?
Did you do cover? No.
No.
Bobby?
Cover, I'm getting fed up with it as well. 2.
2.
Yeah.
Bad game again. And OG, what do you give cover?
Yeah, just round that mark 3. Like nothing special. Sky, the only chances he had. Yeah, man, it was all that.
Understandable. All right, Bobby, let's go to Gallagher.
I think I've given Gallagher. I gave him a 4.
Oh, yeah, sorry. OG, Gallagher.
I just don't rate him, man.
He was bad.
I can't believe he's actually worse starting than he is on sub. I'll give him a 3 as well, man.
Yeah, I understand. Yeah, and let's go to Enzo, Bobby.
Yeah, I've scored Enzo 4.
Oh, yeah, 4. Sorry, I forgot.
4?
OG.
I'm going to give him a 6 just so I can't get the wrath of the chat.
Yeah.
I mean, 7's too high. 5 is...
Yeah. Now, we do love Enzo. No one must take it. We all love Enzo, but we're just talking about that game. You know, he wasn't at his best either. I don't blame him. Played every single game. Yeah, I'll get it. So you're giving him 5, yeah? OG? You give
I'll
him
give
5.
him a 6. I mean,
6,
I'll
sorry.
go 6 then, yeah.
Okay, let's go to Havertz, Bobby.
Special,
Havertz?
Yeah, just like Alicia, 3. Very
Good.
I need to do Havertz and João Felix.
Oh yeah, all right. Do it now. Do Havertz deals. We're on Havertz.
Havertz had a terrible game, so I'm gonna give him a 2 still.
God, even lower than 3. Yeah, he did have a bad game. OG.
João Felix, yeah, was the only one that really was attacking, so I'm gonna give him a 7.
No, but it was his worst game, bro. Of all the games he's played, this was the worst one, man. He should have been central. Like, he's better when they put Havertz there and put him on the left or the right. But when they put him as the main man...
Well, Felix...
Yeah, I don't give none of them high ratings. All 3 of the top 3, they flopped. Like, they didn't even... We had one shot on target.
No, but Felix was making runs, bro. He was making runs, bro, and trying to create, bro.
I don't want him to make runs. I want him to create. Like, he's looking for people that make runs and he gives them the ball.
I'm gonna give Felix a 7 still.
Yeah, that's what the choice agrees with you. 7. Yeah, I'll get it. Who did we didn't say though? We said we done Havertz, we done Felix.
We've done the starting 11, I think.
Yeah, I think we've done them. Yeah, we did. I won't go to the subs. They didn't get much time.
Can I just rate one sub?
Yeah, you can. Yeah,
it's cool. I'll log back in.
Yeah, go ahead.
I just want to rate one sub.
Aubameyang.
Who?
Orba.
Yeah, I thought you might say that.
Obama who?
Aubameyang. Obama who? Yeah.
Right.
Shame he had a chance. Yeah, go on.
The thing is with Aubameyang, right?
Yeah.
Wherever he's gone, you can't take it away from him. He scored goals. Yeah, whether that be at Barca, whether that be at Dortmund, whether that be at
True.
Arsenal, he scored goals. And when he came on, right, and
Mhm.
this is what gets me. When he came on, he had a couple of chances and they were on target. Yeah, they weren't like they were skied like Kovacic. They weren't half-assed attempts. They were general runs inside that 18-yard box, and they were genuine efforts at goal. So I
How come you
think
never buried them?
because it's the way the ball lands, I suppose. Sometimes, we've got a curse with a number 9 shirt, but the less said about that, the better.
Yeah.
He's wearing the
But
number 9 shirt as well, bro.
I genuinely believe Aubameyang, I'm not being funny, you put him inside that 18-yard box or anywhere around it, and he has a dig at goal, he's that sort of
Yeah.
striker where he makes you
This
gasp. He
Ben,
sort of goes,
let me read this comment and you can answer this because we're talking about this about Aubameyang now. Verna is saying if you look at the heat map, Havertz was playing number 8 the whole game,
Yeah,
smack in
yeah.
the middle. We basically played with no striker until Aubameyang came on. Yeah,
exactly.
yeah, it's true. That's why I don't understand why we didn't start with him. You know. Anyway, I know he's not included in the Champions League squad, but maybe that's the reason
I think,
you
Nick,
wanted
our
to.
only two free creative players on the pitch, yeah,
Yeah,
is Enzo, Reese,
Reese.
and Jao.
yeah,
hmm
I agree.
Personally, if you've got those three, right, if you're any coach and you're coming in and you're looking at those three, you'll look at them going, I want to build a squad around those three.
Ben,
Them right
how
there.
long have you been on cover for, like on the situation with cover?
I haven't. The thing is with
Since after the
Kovacic,
World Cup, man, he spunked it all there. Like they beat
yeah,
Morocco in the third place playoff, and he
But
was
don't forget
basically
you had a
done.
good game against Leicester though, bro.
but one
One good
game,
game, and the other
one
good
good.
game he had was for Croatia in recent breaks. So I'm like, this guy doesn't even play for us as well as he plays for his own country.
You think
Yeah,
it's a problem with his ankle or something? Because I
Nah,
look at
yeah.
him
nah,
when he every time he
Let's
plays,
They
he's
didn't
got a
say that when he
problem with his
scored the
ankle or
Zidane-like
something.
goal for Croatia the other week.
exactly.
yeah, exactly. Yeah. Let
They
me
didn't
just
say that when he
go.
was man of the match twice in the World Cup and took them away to third place.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Let's go. Let's do Frank Lampard so we finish the whole ratings. Ben, Frank Lampard.
There's two ways you can look at that. Are we rating him
Out of 10, that's the.
tactically or
Well, no, it doesn't matter. You rate him for everything: tactics, the team he chose. You rate him what you think. Like we used to rate Potter, we have to rate Frank.
4?
4 out of 10. That's a below
And
average. Yeah,
there's a reason.
I understand your point.
I
Yeah,
love
give me your
Frank as a
reason. Yeah,
I love Frank as a player. I idolised Frank growing up. But the difference between Frank as a player and Frank as a manager are night and day.
oh yeah, exactly. Yeah,
Right? The subs he made, for me, I don't understand why he didn't start João Felix, because we know in a press conference Felix likes to play off a striker. He said that himself. Yeah, which if that doesn't open a manager's eyes into hold on, Felix is a creative centre forward, I don't know what does. So if you're looking at that from a sideline, you're going right. Well, I'm going to put a goal scorer up there with him. I'm either going to give Datro a go or I'm going to give Auber a go with Felix in behind, and I'm going to bench Havertz straight away without even thinking about it. Right now, for me, I understand resting Kante. I understand resting Chilwell. I understand he's resting a few players right now. I
yeah,
get that.
yeah,
But tactically, I don't. I think he was wrong. I think Chelsea's best with a back five rather than a back four. but I understand he wants to play his way, which is fair enough. But sometimes it's not all about a manager playing their way. Sometimes they've got to adjust to what landmark is already at a club. So for me, Lampard gets a 4.
Well, that's the
Yeah.
problem there. You just mentioned it. Like, you know, people always talk about this voodoo juju stuff. I don't believe in it. I believe every single legend, Premier League legend, post 2000 especially, that becomes a manager, there is no curse. The reason they have a 155% failure rate is because they think, oh, I used to do this. Obviously, it's funny when you think about Gary Neville, the worst player of the PL legends, was the worst manager. But even
Yeah.
Vieira, he's done terrible at the end. I mean,
Yes.
Lampard, no good. None of the legends. People are like Company and Carrick. I'm like,
Steve
you think,
Gerrard.
watch when they come Premier
Gerrard
League.
OG.
Gerrard,
Yeah.
terrible. There's
I
so
mean,
many. It's a
that's a
crazy.
good
If you
point
slow down,
because that's a great point you made, OG, because it's true.
it's
You know,
100%. 100% of them have
it's
failed. Ollie,
very
they're
rarely.
terrible.
It happened to Zidane, but Zidane had
No, Zidane, he's
the
not a Premier League
players.
legend though.
They're trying
He's
to
not a
hype
Premier League
up.
legend.
They're
No,
trying
yeah,
to
but
hype
he's
up
still a legend.
company.
I'm trying to say, yeah, go on.
OG. They're trying to hype up company that he isn't. Like they're trying to
Company and
hype him up.
Carrick will be poo when they come Premier League. Watch.
Yeah, yeah. I understand what OG's saying because it's true.
But it gets to me, Nick, man. It gets
Yeah.
to me. I'm like, John Terry, at least John Terry, I feel like John Terry knows he's not going to become a great manager.
You know, I forgot to mention, John Terry's been offered the Leicester
Left the job. I heard. He might
assi-
take it
No, he's
back to his
going there
job.
as assistant. He's going there as
assistant
assistant.
manager. Yeah. Good luck to him. I want him to
Listen.
learn.
He's waiting to come back to Chelsea with a new manager, bro. Yeah.
Yeah,
He's
I
coming back
want
to
him
He's
to
Chelsea
learn.
waiting.
in the summer,
Still,
bro.
he's waiting for the curse to finish because right now, every Premier League legend that I liked growing up, yeah, I like Vieira, I like Patrick Ryan, I like Roy Keane. You know, I like these, man. I even like
Yeah.
Gary Neville to go. Be a right back. I said, let me try and learn it. Done. They all suck.
Yeah.
It's beyond bad.
Let me just read this before we carry on with Frank
Yeah,
Lampard.
go.
Sorry. Yeah, Werner's saying we should try Sterling as a false nine, like
No.
his last season at Man City. He's not as
No.
effective as a winger.
No.
Well,
Yeah,
all our
Ben.
players are false.
Yeah, let's just this one here. Yeah, I don't know about false nine. I think wherever we play this attack of us, it ain't gonna work. We need a proper number 9. Yeah, we do. At the Chelsea saying, "Ha Lampard is jokes." Yeah, I
Yeah,
want to say
honestly,
it's
some of his,
jokes. He's
every
not. We know
some of
he's
the things
not.
he does, though.
Yeah, I'll come to Lampard to the rest of everyone. Everyone has to talk about him what they think. Yeah, I'll get it up the Chelsea.
Before you move on to others, I must leave and wish
Yeah.
everybody a glorious bank holiday.
Oh, thanks, Ben. Yeah.
Oh, big up, Ben.
Yeah.
Big up
I
Ben, my
am-
bro. Big up Ben.
I
Have a
am
good
at the bridge
night,
next
bro. Have a good
weekend.
night, my
So
bro.
I might see you there, Ben. We have to exchange
Yeah, if you
numbers.
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I'm
just,
going as well. I have to go and see Frank Lampard return.
Yeah, you
That's
got to, didn't you?
you have to. Yeah.
Yeah. If anybody
Yeah.
else is going to be there, fucking slide in. We'll meet up.
Yeah,
I
of
wish,
course.
man.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, one day we should all meet up. Hopefully, we get a game when we're all there.
Yeah. Everyone try
Yeah.
come for the Nottingham Forest game, man.
100%.
Yeah, of course. I might
Not
be
only are
there.
we going to win that
OG.
game, one of the few games we're going to win.
Fact is,
I'll be
I might
there.
actually get tickets.
I'm
Fact is, I might have tickets.
Yeah. Anyway,
Stay for that, Ben.
Safe boys,
Yeah,
have a good one.
Keep it
Yeah,
easy, bro.
Thanks for coming on, Ben. Yeah, so let's go to Alicia. Sorry to keep you waiting a long time, Alicia.
No, it's cool. It's cool.
What's your
So-
thoughts on Frank Lampard and give me his rating so
I
far?
think I do. Sorry, Nick. Go ahead.
Yeah. Now, what's your ratings on Frank Lampard,
I think-
and what do you think about his appointment so far?
I think I'd said this at the beginning. Like, I don't mind really the caretaker manager role, but I just felt like, okay, so first, yeah, at a detracting point, I wanted to see if he'd wear a suit because I feel like when Lampard wears a suit, like he's on different gravy. So that's why I started detracting the marks. Like I said, formation, you can't like have watched us this season, and I'm assuming you watched this because he's a Chelsea legend and he's a Chelsea fan, and you decide to play the back four, and then also team selection, not starting Auba, the midfield, not doing substitutions, not taking out Conor Gallagher. So,
Yeah.
like I said, I
Yeah.
think I give him a 4.5, and I'm gonna stick to that.
Yeah, I understand. I agree with you. Yeah, it's like OG said, even up the Chelsea saying here, OG well said,
Facts.
legends can't build for management. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, even our great legend, Frank Lampard, we love him as a legend, as a player, but we know, I would have him an assistant, give him an assistant job. If depends who
All
comes in.
legends should be assistants. All of
Yes,
them.
Nick, Nick,
yeah, I
can I
agree.
say on Lampard still?
Yeah, of course, I'm going to everyone. Yeah, let's welcome Certify as well before we move on.
Oi, big up JK. You saying?
Big up
Yeah,
JK,
big
my
up.
bro.
Yeah,
What's up? What you saying?
big up to you,
Good, bro. Good,
JK.
bro. How are you,
Thanks
bro?
for coming.
Yeah, I'm calm. How about you?
Good.
That's my
As long as you're
broski.
calm, we're going to beat Brighton. Yeah. Anyway, look, I'm going to come to JK in a minute. He can give us everything we've done, before. Yeah, Deals, go ahead. Frank Lampard.
Well, Lampard. It's mad, that unbelievable, that to think that he's come back after 3-4 years away from the club of being a manager at our club. He's a legend, like Ben said. As a player, I adored him. He's one of my favorite Chelsea players, 100%.
Yeah,
But again, as a manager, tactics wise, he's not
he
there.
hasn't got
He's
it.
not there.
Mhm.
But again, if he's gonna fix up coming against Real Madrid, he needs to play with a back three, because playing with a back four, we can't play with a back four because we haven't got the right profiles at the moment until the summer.
Absolutely agree.
Until we get
Yeah.
a real DM. So I suggest he goes to back three come Wednesday and for the rest of the season.
Yeah.
So my rating for the Wolves game, I'm gonna give him a 3.5, like Elisa said.
Woo.
But he's got a lot to improve.
Yeah, it's
Again,
true.
when I first heard about the news him coming back, I thought he was gonna bring back the old boys, Didier,
Yeah.
JT, Ashley Cole, all back together,
Ashley
like the
Cole
old
still.
days.
Ashley Cole could still come, I think, and
Yeah.
Dave Clement.
There was talk about
Yeah,
more coaches are coming back in
yeah,
to
because
his team, and
I
yeah,
think they
yeah,
will, and they're going to try their best. I'm
yeah.
sure. I know what Frank is
Nick.
like.
I was surprised. I was shocked when I heard that John Terry's going to Leicester to
I
join with
wasn't
Dean Smith
shocked. I wasn't
as
shocked.
assistant.
Yeah, because he wants a job.
No.
Right
But
now,
you know what it is. He's got links to Dean Smith, and that's
yeah.
why Dean Smith has rang him and said to him,
All
"Come
right. So
to."
is it Dean Smith they got there?
Yeah. Dean Smith
All
is the
right.
new
Oh,
Leicester
yeah.
manager.
Oh, of course, absolutely. Of course, Dean
He's
Smith wants.
interim. Deal with his interim.
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
gonna be
yeah,
assistant. He's gonna be assistant to Dean Smith,
yeah.
like he
No
did at
wonder.
Aston Villa. You see when he done
I
with Aston
think,
Villa.
yeah, that's the only hope Leicester have. Them two to save them, because he's looking bad for them. Yeah, for me, Frank Lampard. Yeah, he said it himself after the game. I need time to get used to the players. A lot of them I don't
But
know.
I feel that
Uh,
Lampard
you
will
know,
know his favorite 11, 100%. He's not gonna be
yeah.
like Graham Potter. He's not
No,
gonna
he
be
won't
like
take
Graham
it.
Potter knowing. No,
Look, he left and he didn't know his
yeah,
11.
and you see
So,
what
uh,
I Nick. You see when Lampard first came manager at our club, yeah.
yeah,
You see what he did. You see what he did to certain players. He dropped certain players. He told you, "You're not in my fucking starting lineup." He told them straight away.
yeah,
Yeah, he told
yeah,
them he knew what was good, right, with certain players, right. So I suggest him to start a formation and a lineup to his capabilities, what he thinks, right,
yeah,
not what
yeah,
anybody else
exactly.
thinks.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, for me, I will give him average. I'll give him a 5, because I don't blame him. It's the players letting him down. He went with the wrong formation, wrong players. Yes, back four doesn't work, but he only put the formation what he knows, 4-3-3, which we said before the game. Remember, we were saying it's going to be 4-3-3 with Frank. He will realize. Kept a lot of players out. All right, we understand the Champions League game, but some wrong players playing. Detro Fofana still not given a chance. Obama Young even. All right, he's not playing on West, but he should have played against the Wolves. We have to go and try and win these games, otherwise it will get desperate. And the next we got 8 games left in the league, and all 8 games are hard. Not one is it's gonna be easy. So yeah, with that in mind, we have to try and win. Sooner the better. Yes, I'll go to you, sort of, JK. Sorry. Well, after I read these comments from Afro here, Afro Thunder is saying, "Big up
Where's
to
Paul
Deals and
Clement as well,
OG."
Nick? Where's Paul Clement? Because
He's
they're saying
coming.
they're gonna add Paul Clement to his
Yeah,
streaming stuff.
he could be
Yeah,
there.
he's not there yet.
Not yet. I don't think yet. Yeah. What's he saying here? Hold on. So
Let me read that. Dills, I was in your space a few days ago. You guys say some explicit stuff. That's why I said not record that shit, bro. Don't record your spaces, bro.
What
No.
about what OG?
We always say some crazy stuff, and we use big words, swear words.
About
certain
what?
words you can't
About what
say.
age? OG.
Let me just read this. Dills, hold on. I support Madrid
when we're arguing about certain situations.
Bro, every other space we have, we say stuff that's a bit outlandish.
Yeah, we say a lot of things on spaces.
Yes, but we're always arguing.
Arguments, bro.
Yeah, we argue. We swear.
Some of
We
the late night spaces are jokes.
We do get carried away, but it's normal. I want to just read what he's saying here.
There was a time there was a big clash about managers.
JK,
remember OG?
I know this guy very well. He always watches my boxing watch-alongs. He said it here as well. The UFC ones. Dills knows him as well. He's a Madrid supporter. I support Madrid. He's from New York, though. I usually watch OG. I'm reading it. I usually watch OG and Dills on boxing watch-alongs.
Right.
I didn't think we'll be rivals this year. Well, neither did I, innit? But UEFA's corrupt. They drew us together,
that's what he's saying. Yeah, understand. Yeah, I watch your boxing. You stopped doing streams, though, OG.
I don't want. I don't want the other day. I done the UFC
watch your
one.
short ones. Your short ones, I'll give you a like.
All right, my shorts, bro, they're popping. Thank you for that, man. I'm getting a lot of reviews.
It's not like you can comment and like we usually do.
Nick, do you watch boxing as well?
I watch OG.
We done the UFC fight the other day. I'm doing the boxing match next, the Ryan Garcia versus Javon Davis. I'll have you on it, though.
The only short things I watch is OG, no one else.
Oh, big up. Thanks for that, Dills, man.
You watch boxing?
You should make more shorts, man. You go to the game.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, when I go against Brighton, I'll get more videos done.
Yeah, just a video like that.
I know.
When we're chanting, we're doing a chant, record it, put a minute, you'll get thousands of views.
I will. I've done it before. You saw when I was.
And it got 1,000 views. The last one you done, mate.
The one man standing, I deleted it. My cousin was going, "Why you stop it?" I said, I had enough.
OG. You know Southall.
Yeah.
Yeah. Of course.
Southall. That's where my brother chose, bro.
Them Asian ends.
Is it?
They're my brothers.
OG, Deals, this is for you from Afro here. Read it.
Deals, there was arguments about in the space store.
Yeah, remember, oh God, I don't want to go back. Remember Paul Bayern Munich and Shero. God, I feel sorry for Shero because he's so
Shero gets it, man. He gets.
Shiro, certain man of arguments to Shiro all the time. I see it, bro.
But
that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I mean, you might need to allow the guy, man. Like,
I ain't arguing with Shiro no more. I
know, but like some of these men need to relax with Shiro. Like, come on.
I had a big talk with Deals about that incident, and Deals understood.
Yeah, Alicia, you're always in the spaces as well, no?
Do you know who he is? Do you know who is arguing with Shiro? It's Reese. It's Reese that argues with Shiro. Him and Reese are not cool at the moment.
Oh, they started now. Anyway, let's go to where's Certified gone? He's dropped that. Let me bring him back.
I think he's coming back.
Sorry, Alicia. I'll bring him. Where's he gone?
Alicia, you're always in the spaces. Well, not always, but quite a few, innit?
Yeah. But I am not seeing this explicit stuff that people are talking about. I don't know. But the whole Cheryl thing, I didn't.
Oh yeah, you wasn't there, Alicia. You wasn't there when there was a bit argument one day.
There was an argument still. There was
it was a man silly, really. He got out of hand with buying. I don't know if you. Yeah, go on.
No, because let me tell you what annoyed me most was like I had an argument with the guy as well, but like it was a little one and we stopped. I don't really remember, but then he was trying to tell me I'm talking rubbish. Although he was the one that's
Yeah.
you left us when we were in our hardest season. What's his name?
Bine.
The one that said he's on loan, the twat.
Oh
Oh,
yeah.
oh,
I'm trying to
Ryan,
remember.
yeah, I
He
know
said
them.
he's on
What,
loan.
Chris? What, Chris?
No, not Chris.
No.
Doesn't he have the Bayern logo as his?
He
Yeah,
was a
Bine.
Chelsea fan. No, he was a Chelsea fan
Oh,
and left
Pope.
us in his hardest season. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm
Pope.
sorry, but Nick,
He's the other
Nick,
Bayern Munich supporter. We have
Nick.
Bine.
Whenever this guy talks, that guy
He was
talks.
Pope.
I don't let him speak because I don't
Yeah.
respect people who will just leave
He
us
speaks.
when we're in our worst season, glory
Yeah.
hunting. Nah,
JK,
I don't care.
talk
Don't say you're on
talk
loan.
about JK. Speak about the game
Let
on
people
Wednesday,
glory
on
hunting.
Saturday, bro.
Anyway,
Proper plastics.
let's go back to the game. Yeah, we talk about the spaces privately. We can stay on and talk about that. Let's go to JK. Give us his overall thoughts on the game and give us your ratings as well, so you can
My overall
catch up.
thoughts of the game.
Yes, and your ratings from
Listen,
Kepa to Felix.
I have nothing to say. I have nothing to say, man. I mean,
Just bad. Yeah.
I'm seeing the same thing all over, and this is just bad. It's bad. You know what I'm saying? So I have nothing to say about the game. So I'll just keep it moving to the ratings. So so for me, I don't care what anyone says. No one deserves to go past a 4 because it was this bad.
Yes, I
It was
agree.
this bad.
He was bad.
So
yeah.
I'm going to name a bunch of players, and these bunch of players are going to get rated a 2. Cucurella, Koulibaly, Reece James, Enzo, Cover, Havertz, Joao Felix. Yeah, those will get a 2. The
Yeah.
rest for me, I mean, Sterling gets a 1. He was dreadful. Kepa is the only one that gets a 4. Lampard gets a 4. If not actually a 3. It was just bad. The game was bad. I mean, if you think the substitutes came on and gave an impact, no, none of them did. The game
Yeah.
was horrible. I mean, it was bad. I mean, I think it's the worst I've seen Chelsea play in history. I mean, it was bad. There were so many misplaced passes. Every pass we couldn't connect. I think 5. All we knew how to do was give. Like, the game was bad. It was dreadful, appalling. Do you get what I'm saying? And that's why I've not got much to say. What is there to analyze? It's not like we
Nothing.
lost and played well. Do you get what I'm saying? It was all Wolves. João Gomez cooked the midfield. And who looked at João Gomez?
You.
Did you João Gomez? Hey,
yeah,
this is what I'm saying. He's really. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, he's very, very good.
We should have signed him. Remember?
Yeah. I know you should see why. The way he controlled that midfield. Every runner we tried to get into the box, he cut the pass. Do you know what I'm saying? Like a DM should do. True. And that's the DM we wanted. We should have got in January to play with Enzo. If we were smart enough of getting rid of Jorginho. Do you get what I'm saying? The game was bad. I can't even analyze it. That's how bad it is. And because of that, no one deserves to go past a 4. And I've listed you all these players that I'm telling you, it was actually dreadful from top to bottom with Lampard. Can I blame him? I can't. Yes, I can blame him for some things. But then this guy ain't gonna come in miraculously and get us five goals or this and that. Remember, there's not many training staff left because they've all left.
They all left.
Do you get what I'm saying?
He's waiting for his guys now. Let's see.
Let's just say that we have to call the season off. I mean, the season's done, man.
JK, it's over, mate.
Have you seen the?
It's over. I'm telling you, it's over. It's done, man. I can't.
Done out here. Season's over.
I'm looking forward to next season more. I'm being very honest.
Exactly.
For me, let's just treat these games like that's something that we're dreaming. Let's treat these games like a dream. and the
Bro,
next
it's
season, oh,
not
we're
going to
waking
your
up.
heart,
Oh,
though, man. I
no,
think
no, 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 no. I'm
get it.
telling
Now
you,
we
it's
get
this.
it, bro.
OG, it's this bad. I'm telling you, throughout the whole season, I'm telling you,
You know what?
it's a disgrace. I'm sorry. We have to write this
JK.
season. This is a season
Yeah,
we should forget.
we're written the season
Each
Austrians.
Chelsea fan, no.
You
Let me
know,
finish. This
yeah.
each Chelsea fan should get hypnotized to hypnotize this season, please. To forget this
Yeah,
season,
exactly.
So what should I do with my ticket? What should I do with my
I'm not
ticket? Should I
happy.
throw it
I'm not
away?
happy. I'm not happy.
I will
I'm
still
not
get
happy.
to Brighton. And yeah, I know
OG,
we're not
if you
happy.
have any of those hypnotists, yeah, get one. Tell him, make me forget about Chelsea. Make them compel your mind about this season. Forget. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, let them do that. Forget the 2020 something season, whatever. I don't care. 2022-23 season.
Yeah.
And capiche. Yeah,
I know, but
that's all.
the thing is, JK,
It was this bad. I'm sorry.
we
It's
mustn't
this bad.
forget. Yeah, listen, we mustn't forget. We don't want to finish 7th because that will mean Conference League. I
Yeah,
want to
that's
finish
why we should. That's why the season's over. Let the season finish.
Yeah, but
And when
say
the
we
season
start winning.
and when the season's done, get a hypnotist to forget this season.
Next season we're gonna have one game per week, bro. So next season we need to. It's a big expectation,
And that's what we need. Yeah, that's what we need. That's what we need. I don't care. We don't need Europe. Let's not get European football. I don't even care from Real Madrid.
No,
Knocks
especially
us out. I
Conference
don't care,
League.
man. This season's done, man.
It's still
It's done.
possible, but the games we had, we've got 8 league games left. The only game I can say we're going to get 3 points is Forest at home. Even Brighton, it's going to be hard. I'm going next Saturday, Chelsea Brighton, but that won't be easy either. So is OG. Remind me up.
And thank God, Nick.
Yeah,
We have to thank. We know we need to thank the Lord that they postponed our Man United game next week.
If we beat Real Madrid on Wednesday, we need to rest Enzo for Saturday. So we're ready for Real Madrid on Tuesday.
Deals. Do you know we also need to thank the Lord that they postponed our game against Man United? Remember, we have to play them at Old Trafford.
When we playing them?
It's been postponed, but we were supposed to play them next week. And guess what? If Man United didn't go through the semis, we would have played Arsenal the other week as well. It's crazy. I'm telling you, it's actually crazy, bro.
Every game is hard. Have you seen the games we've got? We got 8
Yeah,
games.
not only those 2. There's other games that are hard.
Very hard. Every game.
You know what?
Even Bournemouth
the season's
away.
done.
Yeah, it won't be easy.
Let's just try not to get relegated. That's where it's come to. I know we're not.
We're not getting relegated.
The more we lose, I'm just saying, the more we lose these games, we have to get 40 points.
You know what?
I've had enough of you guys, man. I've had enough. Let Alicia land, man.
Yeah, let Alicia come.
I'm not finished. You can't just say
that's
what I'm trying to say.
Shit out of me, fam. I'm done. Like I've converted to JKism. Chelsea is over.
Anyway, let Certified please finish. I want to welcome Dex as well. We got hold on, Deals. We have to talk about the Liverpool game as well yesterday. Also, one of those games. It was great to watch. A lot of discussions there. So what's your marks for? You said everyone gets a 4. I'll come back to you, JK. Let's welcome Dex as well before we carry on. Dex, can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you. Big up, guys.
Yeah, big up.
Big up, Dex, bro. Big up.
We've done all the Chelsea ratings and that. It wasn't a great game to comment on, really. It was a very bad performance, as we all know. I'll come to you straight away to the Liverpool game. Give us your thoughts and why you didn't win that game. Why? That's a big question mark. You should have won.
Where do I start?
Yeah.
I think we lost in the first half, to be honest. We always play poorly, and then I don't know what it is. We somehow make it hard for ourselves to climb a mountain to come back. But listen. At the end of the day, like when after the game, I was a bit gutted. But if would I say a draw was a fair enough result? I mean, probably yes, because it was a tale of two halves. Arsenal were the better side the first half. They dominated. Very good football. Martinelli, what a player. He's so good. They were very good. And then second half, we were all over them, and Arsenal just sat back and, wanted to, get us on the counter, which they did a couple of times, to be fair. But, luckily we got away with it. But, yeah, it was just at the end, like, I thought we were going to nick it. But, yeah, Ramsdale just saved them. Yeah, Ramsdale's a top keeper. I think he's, like, second best in the league, in my opinion. Really good goalkeeper. But, yeah, I mean, listen, at the end of the day, it's not a loss. But I think at the same time, I would have loved to have a draw more, because that would have been a massive, massive win. I think if we did win now, that would be it would have gave us a boost of confidence. But I think it would have given the players boost of confidence anyway to come back against arguably one of the best sides in the Premier League this season. So
I mean, when it was 2-0, I thought they're going to run away and win 5-0, but you came back somehow. Yeah. Text you there.
Can I finish what I was saying?
Yeah, sorry. Listen, I think at the end of the day, when you look at it, there's always everyone says it, all the Arsenal fans I was hearing on Spaces and YouTube, they were saying like, oh, Anfield, can't underestimate, it's one of the hardest crowds to go to, to get a result. So many people said it, and I think, to be honest, I think the reason we came out second half, I think it's because of the fans. I think if the fans played a major part in how we came out in that second half, because, when we got that goal just on the edge of half time, I think that was where the momentum switched, and, you can hear the crowd, they were raring and screaming and shouting. There was passion. You saw like the players like Robertson and, go waving to the crowd, tend to get up for it. Even Trent had a shocking game, but it took him to about a couple of knocked fouls on him, and then he started to be aggressive and started to put more challenges in. Then he went up to the Anfield crowd and just told him to like, come on, get up and get us raring to go again. So, but yeah, listen, I mean,
yeah,
at the end of the day, I think Arsenal fans say that would be a fair result, but I think they're lying to themselves. I think that
you should have
beaten result there. That result there. I think
you should have had a penalty still. You lot should have had a penalty.
Salah,
you should have won that game still.
Salah is in dreamland. How he can't even get the target, man. All right, he's got the goal, but he's overrated. I always said he's overrated. Why did Jose get rid of him? He's overrated.
Salah's one of the best.
He's a system player,
not for me. Not for me, OG.
Remember what he done before he came to Chelsea?
Nick, the thing with Salah's penalty, do you know what he tried to do? He just tried to be.
I'm not saying about the penalty only. I've never rated him that much. He's for me, he's when I used to play football, we had goal hangers who just stood. Just stood near the goal and scored. That's what Salah is, a goal hanger, nothing else.
He's never offside, so I've got to give it some props.
I don't rate him, no. Never will, never will.
Come on, man.
Never have, never will.
Wow.
I mean, at the end of the day, I'm not going to argue over it, because it's your opinion at the end of the day.
Sorry,
I'm not going to turn around and say, everyone's entitled to their opinion. Like, that's what you think, and then that's fair enough, mate. Like,
I thought you should have rubbish. Like, that's my opinion.
I think Salah's a good player. I just don't think he's better than Hazard.
No. Hazard proved it, man.
I'm talking about like prime Eden Hazard.
You can't compare.
No, but I think the goals that they're talking
about.
You
can't put Salah standing next to Hazard.
Nick,
that'd be
because of the goals.
That'd be a criminal offense.
Because of the goals that they're talking about goals. They're not talking about overall. They're talking about
all
goals.
right. He can score goals. I'm not saying that.
No, but Nick,
he's not the player they think he is.
That's what they talk about. They say them Liverpool fans talk about. They're talking about the goals. And that's why they think
that's what
he's
he
better.
is.
But he's not better than Eden Hazard. No way.
That's the thing. And you can say the Chelsea bias. No, it's not. The thing is, even you can ask rival fans. They've even agreed. Arsenal, you're never going to get wingers
you
like that
can't.
again.
You
It's a
must be
fact.
joking.
You're
Hazard
not going to
done.
get
He
wingers
wasn't
like that in
just
the Prem.
scoring.
Well,
He
it's
was.
not over. It's over for Hazard. It's over for Hazard.
So JK, well, hold on, OG. Don't forget, Hazard was up there, top third player in the world with Ronaldo. Ronaldo, it was Messi, Ronaldo, and Hazard when he was
I
on
can't
top.
lie. Salah was there as
Salah
well
will
in
never
the Ballon
reach.
d'Or.
No, man, he was not. He never. For me, he scored 40 goals. All right, so what?
Nick, he's a class goal scorer. That's just
He's
that is
a
a
class
class
goal hanger. Goal hanger. You know what that means? You play
goal
football.
scorer, Nick. Goal scorer.
Goal hanger.
We need
Goal
to be
hanger.
honest.
No,
Nick,
goal.
we need to be honest. We understand we're Chelsea fans, but let's be honest.
I'll
Salah's not
never
as bad
rate
as you
his
think.
Salah,
Salah,
I'll never.
he's not that bad.
And
Okay,
you
let
know
me just
all
say
right,
my
if he
points.
was great, we would have had him back. Long
I
time
would have
ago.
I understand where you're coming from, but it does not dismiss that he's not a bad player.
I'm
He's a
not
good
saying
player.
he's rubbish, but he is overrated. He's not up there with the top players in the world.
It depends on the context you're saying. It depends on the context.
All right, let's
If
go
you
back
think
to Dex. Sorry, Alicia, I wanted to say something as well, and I'll let JK take over. I'm gonna have a 5-minute break. I have to do something. Alicia, sorry, go ahead, Dex, and who was it first?
Yeah.
I knew that's a while back. I feel like it's going to change the whole topic now. I was saying, yeah, I agree with Spotify. Like, we just need that 1 point. That's all that matters right now. Like, the season is over. People are clinging to this false hopes. We're going to meet Tuchel. We're going to have a reunion. I just feel like get over it. Prepare yourselves. The season is over. Personally, I wouldn't mind playing in the Conference League. And then, yeah, I wouldn't mind. That's one trophy I'm getting over Arsenal because I feel like we need to catch up with them in terms of trophies. And I feel like that would be easier to get. I'm shameless.
I guess you could say we won it all if we win Conference League.
Yeah, exactly.
But without, do you want the Conference League? Anyone here?
It's so Chelsea to win something, just to go like, hey, when we go, hey, next time we go on the club tour, we could be like, oh, there it is. It'll be
we were having an argument on Spaces about that. I said to
yeah, that's the argument that we was arguing about.
Yeah.
I don't want to be in Conference League. Like
I don't
want to be in no Conference League, bro. That's embarrassing, bro.
That's more than embarrassing. I'd rather be dead than playing that league, honestly. God.
And then lastly, shout out to Tuchel, because I remember people were really coming down on him because he wanted Nathan Ake, but the way that guy has bowled this season, like honestly, if we had signed him, like that would have been a great signing. Yeah, carry on now.
True, Alicia, what you said about Ake. Look at it, look what he's doing now. But yeah, we didn't rate him. Bad mistake again. Sorry, go ahead, Dex. Sorry to interrupt you.
No, that's cool. But yeah, I mean, onwards and upwards, really. We got Leeds on Monday. That's going to be, I know Leeds got battered by Palace the other day, but at the end of the day, our away form is shocking. So, we'll have to wait and see. But if we can perform like that against Arsenal, then we should be more than likely to perform against the likes of Leeds. But, can't take anything for granted.
I mean, you're there for a fight. You're still there because of that draw, but it would have been better for everyone if you won. That's what I'm so sick about, because you should have won and stop that Arsenal dream team. Then fans who are dreaming, stop dreaming, because they ain't going to win nothing.
It's up to Lampard now, Nick.
Yeah, sorry?
It's up to Lampard to do it, because we know they're going to lose to City.
Imagine we go and beat them.
We'll lose every single game and beat Arsenal. That is so Chelsea.
Yeah, it will happen as well. We can do it. They showed they're not that great yesterday. They showed.
I mean, a draw's enough to just.
Liverpool played well.
Over, right?
I mean, to come back from 2-0, Liverpool.
Nick, it's like you're dismissing how bad we are.
Yes.
We are not going to beat Arsenal.
Yeah, but look at us against Liverpool.
No, we're not going to beat Arsenal. We're not.
No, but you see what I said? I said we'll lose to every team and beat Arsenal. So that still means we're bad. But it's so crazy that we'll beat Arsenal.
And what fight in Chelsea spirit in Chelsea will go and beat Arsenal?
Bro,
if they can't beat if they can lose to Southampton, if they lose to Southampton, they can't even beat we've lost to so many of the teams, many teams.
Oh, that's the thing. Look what we've done to Liverpool. It should have been 4-5-0. we can't score. If we can't score, we ain't going to beat no one. But it's up to Frank to get them, you know.
I mean, the
get
draw's
them up
enough,
for it.
Nick.
Yeah.
If Frank draws of them, that's it. That's it. They've lost the title because they're going to lose to Man City. Man City will win their game in hand.
It's tight. It's going to be tight.
Points.
It will go on the last game, I think. City, I still think City will win the league. I predict certified notes. I said City from the start all the way.
Yeah.
I didn't say Chelsea. I had Chelsea in second when we was Tuchel, yeah. But after he left, I didn't have Chelsea anywhere. Especially when I heard Potter was the manager.
When I heard Potter became the manager, I knew he wasn't going to get top four.
Exactly,
I knew straight away.
Yeah, JK, can you carry on? I'll be 2 minutes, if you can.
Yeah.
Are you there, Dex?
JK.
Oh, I'm here. Yeah, I'm here.
Okay.
Where's
Yeah,
JK gone?
he's there. He's doing something probably. Yeah, I'll be 2 minutes. Carry on the discussion about. Don't forget Roy Hodgson, what he did. Roy of the Rovers, I call him. It was great from him. An old guy like him, you know.
You know what the kids call him? They call him Rob the Owl, Roy the Owl.
Do you remember? I don't know if you're too young, you lot, but when I was young, we had a magazine, a football magazine, and he had Roy of the Rovers. Captions and how the game went. Roy was the hero, you know, Roy of the Rovers.
No way.
And that's why I call Roy Hodgson. He's the best manager for me.
Is there no more new comments?
Best English manager is Roy Hodgson. Still is.
Before you leave, give us like is there new comments or?
Sorry. Oh yeah. Let me read some comments. Told you.
The 2 new ones.
Yeah, true.
Sub up, Night Reader, whoever you are, sub up, man.
Night Reader was saying some negative talk from JK when he was talking about Chelsea.
I'm tired of this. Tell me something positive about this season. Can somebody? I'm just asking.
Frankie,
Yeah. Apart from that, let's be honest.
We beat Dortmund. There you go.
Yeah.
Why did Chelsea always draw Liverpool?
Chelsea.
That was a big night, you know. That was the best night.
See. Hold on.
That was the best night.
Chelsea always draw with Liverpool. That's true.
Yeah, I think it's 5 or 4 in a row. Some craziness like
that. Yeah, that's it really. I've said all the other ones.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so what Chelsea have to offer this season is drawing against Liverpool and
last season. Don't forget those 2 draws.
Okay, that's last season. I'm talking this season. Okay, how about this? Do you know my positive? Is that we're not 15.
Back.
Yeah, actually, you know what? Do you know what's positive this season? The signings. Let's make it Enzo coming in. And Joao Felix and Kante, that's just it. And
can I just say, like, I can understand why you feel a bit down in the dumps and that, but listen, like, if you take it from my point of view, yeah, obviously, you know, we haven't had a great season. We've had a crap season, to be fair, below standard. But I mean, listen, at the end of the day, like, you know, whenever, like, when we were going through like crap spells and stuff, I think what's the most important thing you just gotta be positive about is that, you know, take every game as it comes and like just, you know, hope that there's like a win or something or a draw. Like, yeah, I know that we, you know, drew yesterday and everyone thought,
what I tried to do.
Like, yeah, but at the end of the day, there was probably like a few positives. Like, one was the fire and desire from the players, even though they weren't great in the first half, to show that fight and belief, you know, for the fans is, you know, that's one positive. And you know, the other positive, I guess, is that, you know, we got players coming back, like Diaz and Thiago is back, and he made a massive difference when he came on that midfield.
That's another positive, JK. We both have players coming back from injuries.
Those are the positives. You just got to really think, JK, and like, you just got to take it to the end of the season. Wherever you end up, do you know what I mean? Just reset, go again next season. You know, like, people said to me, like, oh, you know, top 4's over, we're not getting top 4. But like, I was like thinking, yeah, but top 4 was always going to be a hard, tough task anyway. So, you know, if anyone asked me, oh, would you take 5th? I'll be like, yeah, I wouldn't mind taking 5th, to be honest. Like, I'll play Europa League next season. Why not? Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm pretty sure, like, if we were in Europa League, we'd probably be favourites to win it. So, do you know what I mean? Like, and it's a European competition. It's not like, we're playing Conference League or anything, but, we'll just have to wait and see. But yeah, like, those are the only positives, really. And I think with Chelsea, as overall, like, the Wolves game was very bad and it was poor. But at the end of the day, I mean, the situation they're in at the moment is obviously they've had 3 changes of managers in one season. They sacked Tuchel, got Potter,
Dex.
sat Potter, and do you know what I mean? A lot of chop and
My
change.
thoughts on the situation, what's going on at my club, and OG's club and Nick's club and Alicia's club, is the fact that we've been having ups and down season, and obviously we've got a lot to sort out this. We got a lot to sort out this summer. That's what I've got to say. We've got a lot to sort out this summer.
Yeah, because
we're not going to win a trophy this season. Like the Champions League it is a Chelsea thing to do, but this side is not. It's not the side to take us to a trophy. I don't think so. This season.
I'm a bit of a believer in, like, never say never, but at the moment, like, Real Madrid, they probably are the favourites, and they knocked us out. Obviously, they have got experienced players in that squad, and they got Champions League winners that know what it takes to win a Champions League. But I think if you look at it like this, Real Madrid, if you look at how they are in the league, they're not doing that amazingly compared to their standards.
But Dex, what's giving us the hope is that if a fully fit Kante and Enzo rocks up at the Bernabeu, we could get something out of that.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, yeah, exactly. Like, those are the only positives you can really think of. And if you cling to them, then anything can happen. Like, the Champions League is so, like, it's unpredictable. There's loads of twists and turns that can happen in the Champions League. Anything.
100%.
That's what you gotta remember. But we'll just have to wait and see. At the end of the day, so.
Okay, the thing is, they'll create, but who's going to score the goals? So I don't know where this hope is coming from. I'm sorry to be so negative, but where the goal's going to come from, because that's the most important thing. Because in as much as we defend and we can be good at defending, Real Madrid is good at scoring. So especially Benzema and Vinny. So, that's a problem.
I mean, if we can take them out the game, Alicia, if we can take them out the game, like a Reece James or Thiago Silva, Wesley Fofana can just take them out the game, I feel that we could get something out of it. We could.
The problem is, where are our goals, ours personally, to win us the game, going to come from? Because I feel like that's our biggest problem.
That is a good point, but I mean, I'll give you an example, Alicia. Like, if you look at our game against Arsenal yesterday, we had very good chances to win that game. I mean, Salah had a 1-on-1. Salah missed a penalty. If you look at Salah, he's arguably our best goal scorer, and he does normally score in those sort of situations, but he didn't. Darwin, again, he had a 1-on-1.
Season hasn't been as bad as your season hasn't been as bad as us.
Yeah, I know.
We literally, you know how close we are to relegation.
Yeah, but we've.
I'm not saying Chelsea are not going to get relegated. They're not going to get relegated, but to see how close we are to relegation should not be any. There should not be any positivity. Aston Villa, even the teams below us, all they're going to do is just pick up points because they need them. Do you get what I'm saying? Chelsea won't get relegated, but if we do not pick up these wins, do you get what I'm saying? And we need to be working together as a unit. If we do not do that, then I'm telling you, we could be finishing 15th or 14th. Do you know what I'm saying? Because the other teams at the back, they have a clear style of play. Do you know what I'm saying? And they've been implementing it throughout they've been implementing it throughout all of the teams. Look at the way Bournemouth are picking up wins against Liverpool. Do you get what I'm saying? So it's a matter of fact where Chelsea, every game for us is a must win. And they're not winning these must win games. Even these games that I've been predicting to beat these teams 5-4-0. They've got
Yeah, you know what? Sorry, Dex. I'd rather finish 14th, 13th, anywhere.
We don't even know when our next win will. I don't know when our next win will
Yeah,
come.
no, JK. Because if we go and win the
JK, the
next
season's
wait,
done, bro. The season's done, my
yeah,
boy.
it's done.
And there
So
are no
why?
positives to take from it.
Yeah, so why finish further up? We don't want to get near that Conference League, please. You don't mind thinking on that?
No, I want it.
You want?
Point is,
Alicia? Can you tell me why you won the Conference League?
Because I'm so tired of being behind Arsenal and trophies, and I feel like it's a trophy.
It's a
Did
trophy,
you,
but
did you just say you're so tired of being behind Arsenal's
Oh.
trophies? Alicia,
I'm so
what you got to
tired.
understand is,
I feel like
yeah. Hold on.
darling. What you got to
Let
start?
her
Wait,
finish.
no, wait there.
Yeah. All right.
Wait there.
let me listen
You just
first.
mentioned Arsenal. Arsenal have
Mhm.
not done no European success, right? We done it before them, right? Ain't that better for you? That we've done all
Well,
the
I need
European trophies. We've done it, won it all. Ain't that good for you?
no, let me tell you something. I need these people to be put in their place. You know me, I descend from Arsenal fans, so like they make my life a living hell to one up them in that way. I really, really need this. So
Yeah.
I'm so tired because they're not bigger than me. How are they having more trophies than me? And I feel like
Yeah.
because we've really, really lagged off, like last season, we could have collected 2 trophies. You know, we've really, really been slow. And I feel like it's time we catch up.
I'm
So
not
I'm
fussed,
taking a trophy.
Alicia. We shouldn't be fussed about Arsenal because what have Arsenal done in the sport? Fuck all. Yeah, they've not matched our abilities. They will never will. Right? What we done in this sport is unbelievable. Right? They will never do what we have done. Right? They can't match us. They won't be like us. They want to be like us. That's what they want to do. They want to be like us because they will never be like us.
That's why I
Yeah.
need
Look.
trophies to flex, though. I
Even
need
but
trophies.
Alicia, winning the Conference League ain't going to change anything. Yeah, and we can't afford to be in that league. I'll tell you why.
I'm one step
Yeah,
closer,
but
though.
let me tell you why we mustn't be in that Conference League. Next year, hopefully, we be challenging. If not for the league, we will be challenging. We might not win it, but we have to be challenging. Doesn't matter who comes in. And
I
we're
think
going to
that's
have, we don't need that Conference League to play on Thursdays. Have a game on Thursday, Saturday, and maybe Sunday. We don't need the Conference League. Any big club, they don't want the Conference League. Well, we don't want to be there. We're not Tottenham, who they loved it because they got into Europe. You know what I'm saying, Dex. Dex, I think you
Yeah,
understand.
we mean, yeah.
Next, if we get
Yeah.
we get the right profile players and the right profile manager, we
Yeah.
can win the league next season, 100%.
But
I
I
ain't
want to see
capping
it.
either.
Yeah, I
I
want
ain't
to
capping either.
do so. I want to see I want to get Alyssa to understand why we mustn't be in the Conference League. What I said. Plus, we can't have our good players getting injured in that league, then missing out on the FA Cup and the League Cup.
True.
And you know what I mean? It's a lot of things. That's why I'm strictly against it. It shouldn't have been formed anyway. They're too greedy. UEFA is too greedy. It's all about money.
Yeah.
Is it true? We've got enough competitions. We have the Europa League, Champions League, FA Cup, League Cup. That's enough.
Yeah.
That's what I think. Well, I don't know what happened to Alicia there. Yeah. Go ahead, Dex. I think you were saying something before.
I mean, listen, like, I understand, like, don't get me wrong, I don't want to be in Conference League either. I think it's a horrible competition to play in. It's so pointless to be in. But I mean, listen, the problem is with playing like, well, this is even in terms of Champions League as well, because you're still playing on a Tuesday, Wednesday. Obviously, you get more of a bit of time. But the thing is, though, like, if you're involved in European competitions, you need a lot of squad depth. You need a big squad if you're going to compete in those sort of competitions, because the schedule in between the year is so hectic and mad, because you'll be playing in like 4 competitions: the league, FA Cup, League Cup, and Champions League, or whatever you're playing in. So, but I understand where Alicia's coming from. Like, I do understand Alicia. Like, the constant banter of fans, rival fans in particular. Like, take it from me, Alicia. Over the years, we get bannered for Man United fans saying, "Where's your league title? How many league titles have you won in the last 5 years?" You know what I mean? I get that all the time, and it's really frustrating. And like sometimes I want to prove a point, but in recent years, United, apart from the Carabao Cup which they won, they haven't won anything in the past 5 years. So really, they can't really say anything to us because we won more trophies than them. But I do understand where you've been because a couple of years ago we were like that as well. I was like that. I used to hate it when they used to drive me mental and crazy. But, at the end of the same time, playing Europa League Conference on a Thursday night, you need a lot of squad depth. And also as well, the Conference League for me, I think it's horrible competitions because the amount of weird, horrible places you got to go, the teams you got to play are so, I don't know, they're odd. To be playing on like Calfield pitches and like horrible pitches, like not even like standard elite pitches, like they'll be like random in Azerbaijan or Norway or somewhere, do you know what I mean? So but at the same time it's a trophy, I guess, but I think Chelsea I think they're too big for a Conference League in my opinion. I think Europa League would be the biggest competition you should be going for. Conference League for me, I think, is just a nothing trophy, but it is what it is. So, I mean, yeah, like I get that's pretty much it from what I wanted to say on that. But yeah, we just have to wait and see what happens where everyone finishes at the end of the season because anything can change in the Premier League. Like teams can drop points and people can go up and down, and momentum switches and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Anything can happen. So,
Yeah.
you never know.
Yeah. Snoopy here
Fair
is
enough.
saying, will none of you fellas land the mean rules? What mean rules do you want us to land, Snoopy? That we're going to win the Champions League? Mind you, that's not impossible.
It's not.
This is Chelsea FC.
Mm,
We've done this in the past, same situation. When I go back to the game in Bayern Munich, Di Martel was like Frank Lampard, just
true.
the next player, and look what happened. I know at the time we had great players. It is a big difference. But Chelsea always do the unexpected. So
That game of
I wouldn't.
the Camp Nou against Barcelona will always be in my mind. Where
Yeah,
Torres went round Victor Valdez, that will always be in my head because that was the actual moment Torres actually did
yeah,
something good for
unbelievable.
Chelsea.
Oh God, well, yeah, but he's a legend, Dex. He's still a
Yeah,
legend for me because of that. What
yeah,
a what an unbelievable goal at the time. I went through the window. I was so I couldn't believe it. I did. I
yeah.
have marks on my head here,
Okay.
scars. I did, yeah. I was
Yeah.
so crazy that time. I flew, and yeah, he's a legend because of that. Yeah, shame we got him when he was injured at the time. That's
Yeah.
why I don't blame him for his bad performances. He was injured, but great player, great player.
Yeah,
Um,
he's great.
yeah. So, Snoopy, can you give me more details on what you want us to say, please?
I wanted to ask a question to actually
Yeah.
I was gonna ask it to JK, but I guess I asked to Alicia and everyone else. Like, out of the 7 league games you got left, how many wins do you think you'll get out of those 7 games? In your
We
own
got
opinion,
8. We got 8 exactly. 8
is it?
games,
Is it 8
league
league?
games.
I swear it was
8.
7.
No,
It's
8. I'll have them
increasing.
Oh,
here.
okay, 8 then. All right.
Yeah. I'll tell you the games as well, make it easier.
Mm,
Right, we got forget Real Madrid. We have Saturday. We got Brighton. Next Saturday, Brighton at home. Then we have Brentford at home. Then Arsenal away. Man United. We have to play. That's rearranged. They will
wow.
be given for that game. And we have Bournemouth away. Forest at home. And the last, not the last game, City away still. The last game, Newcastle at home. So that's 3, 4, 6, 7, 8 games. Yeah,
Wow, that's a mad tough fixture. I'm not gonna
it's
lie.
hard. The only
Yeah.
game I can see us winning is should win Forest at home.
Yeah,
Even that won't be easy with this team, but we
true.
should win. Bournemouth away, that won't be easy,
No.
at all. We have Newcastle, City, Arsenal, United. So it doesn't look good, really.
Yeah. Go on
Yeah,
then. Go on then, Alicia. Break it down to me. How many wins you get out of those 8 games?
I can't lie. Right now, I'm just trying to get the 1 point, but I would love to. Again,
Oh God,
I
yes,
swear,
true.
I'm just surviving. For me, the season is over, but I would love to get a win against Arsenal. Like I hate them with a passion.
I think everyone.
But United, given the fact that we always draw, hoping we won't lose, I think that's where the 1 point will come in. But these games, I feel like they're hard. Maybe if we try Newcastle, City, I don't really see it. Arsenal, I don't see it, but that would be ideal. Yeah. So that's what I would say.
Yeah,
Fair enough.
Yeah, go on, Dex.
I was going to say, I want to know what JK's going to say because JK's
Yeah.
next years. I don't know if he's
JK, you there?
no.
He's doing something. He's there, but probably doing something.
What about OG? Yeah.
OG, he's coming. He's doing something. He texts me. He's doing something.
Go on then. You might as well say it.
Look, what I think. God, I told you, as soon as Graham Potter came in, I gave up because I knew I just couldn't get a feeling. I was going to the bridge, watching game after game, with depressed even before I got there. So imagine, at least he's gone, and that even though we've been losing, we haven't been winning. But when I go against Brighton, I will have the feeling will come back to me. Because we have a Chelsea man in charge, Chelsea through and through manager. Even if he's not a great manager, he's going to be there, giving shouting his heart out for us to win, like we will. That's what I'm going on now. And with Lampard there, I can see us. All right, we didn't get the win or a draw at Wolves, but I can't blame him too much. He just come in. So the next game, the league game, will be Brentford at home. I was at the game last season when they thrashed us 4-1. And so we need to give them some revenge for that. Because their fans they thought they won the FA Cup that day. They were so crazy. It was massive for them. They've never beaten Chelsea in our history. They've never beaten us in their history. And they killed us. After that is the big game. The following Saturday is going to be Arsenal away, 5:30 kickoff. It's going to be massive. But if anyone can stop Arsenal, completely stop them, is us. We can go and beat them, and that'd be massive. For me, the next thing to winning a trophy is to beat Arsenal. Put them in their place, and not because they're just rivals, because what they did to us at Chelsea, we didn't turn up at all. So I think Frank will have the players turning up for that game, and we can get a few results. I don't want too many good results. You know why? Because we have to finish lower than 7. I think 7th place you get Conference League. That's what I'm worried about. I don't want to be in that competition, Alicia, like you do. A lot of fans like me think the same, but go. That's what I think. I think we shouldn't, because we will miss out on players getting injured. Too many games. Don't forget, it's going to be a fresh start next year, and we'll be going out for the main competitions. Europa League, yes. If we can finish in 6, we get Europa League. That'd be great. That'd be unbelievable, considering where we are now. Yeah, that's what I think, Dex. Yeah,
Fair enough, mate. Honestly, I think there's a lot of tough games in there. You know,
a lot. Yeah,
Chelsea. I mean, City, Arsenal, Newcastle. Mate, there's so many hard games in there. But you know,
massive.
I think this. I think, in my opinion, I agree with Alicia. I mean, I think the Arsenal game, like, I know people saying like, "Oh yeah, it's Arsenal," you know, top of the league, they're title favourites, all this etc. But the thing is, though, like with Arsenal, I'm not gonna lie, they're they're good, all right going forward, but like at the back, they're so shaky. Like the amount of times we got forward and into spaces, like when we're on them second half, they can't deal with pressure. So I feel like if Chelsea put the pressure on that defence, I feel like the gaps and stuff will all appear, and I think you can get at them a little bit. Oh, with Barnes, you still got Ramsdale. Ramsdale's obviously he made some unreal
Yeah,
saves and he kept them in it. But you know, there are weaknesses to every great side. You
of
know, no
course.
team's
Yeah,
invincible. Do you know what I mean? And Arsenal, to be fair to them, like you know, their defense. I mean, it's really, really they were really shaky yesterday. Like the one where we got the equaliser. I'm surprised how easy Trent got past Shinchenko, you know, to get across him. Like he pretty much nutmegged him, and you know Bobby was there at the back post to header it in. But yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, I agree with Alicia. Like I think a draw would be a fair enough result if you get against Arsenal. And is it at the Bridge as well, Nick? The Arsenal game?
no, it's at the Emirates. We played them at home. We lost. Don't forget.
Oh yeah. Oh, I mean,
Yeah,
yeah. Emirates is a hard place to go to. I'm not gonna lie.
we always used to beat them before. It's these last 2 seasons.
We've just
Uh,
been losing.
yes, I'm sure we can do it. It
Yeah.
it depends if we start scoring, because we make
Yeah.
chances. It's just getting the ball in the net. That's what.
Mm.
If we can do that, it could happen. Yeah. Even we have to score against Real Madrid. If we're going to go through, we have to. Well, at their ground, it'd be great to get a draw or a 1-0 loss for me. Then the game will be on at Stamford Bridge, and we can do it. I'm sure. But it depends what our players. It's up to our players now. I'm not blaming the manager. He's not a proper manager. He's not a top class manager. He's come to help us, like I said. But it will help having Frank Lampard there instead of Graham Potter. That's 100%. So it will help a bit. Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. Anything else? What do you think about Real Madrid next? Do you think we're gonna get a result, a draw, or anything?
I mean, listen, it's going to be really hard, just because it's Real Madrid, and Real Madrid, you know, they're an unreal team. They got a lot of experience, world class players,
Yeah.
and they got a top manager as well, who knows how to get results. But I mean, you know, if you guys get something in the first leg and take into the second, then you know, I guess anything can happen. But yeah, I mean, I think Frank has to make. I think he has to make some big, tough decisions in that game if he,
Yeah.
you know, wants to get a result. You know, he has to. I mean, he can't be kind to some of these players, especially after that
No,
Wolves
no,
game. I think one or two of them need to be dropped after that game,
for
putting that
sure.
forward. So, yeah, I mean, listen, it'll be hard, but you know, never say never. But you know, I think it'll be very hard for you guys to get a result. But you never say never.
Yeah, of course. Alicia, what do you think about the Real Madrid game?
Okay, so I think, like I've said, it'll depend on whether we can score and whether we can lock down. I think the people I'm really, really worried about is Vinicius and
Yeah.
Benzema. A lot of people are just worried about Benzema, but I feel like at times, if Vinicius like really decides to be on his game, he's gonna be a
Oh,
problem.
yeah,
Um,
massive problem.
big
Yeah.
one. Um, yeah. So also, what was I gonna say? Yeah, I feel like, okay, there's this confidence in Reece James, but also my problem might have been he can, on the other side, they can decide to target him because they know like he'll be on Vinicius' case. So that can be a
Hmm.
problem. And also, yeah, we can stop Real Madrid from we can kind of like keep them at bay, but can we score the goals, because that is equally as important as us making sure that we don't concede. And I think it's very dangerous to have that mentality that the only way we're not going to win we're going to win a game is by not conceding, because that's something I felt like we had last season, like just skating through with one
Yeah,
wins. So yeah, we
true.
have to score goals. It's just such a tall order. So for me, I really like, honestly, I feel like we have like we're going more on faith rather than chance. If I may be honest, because I know a lot of people
Yeah,
say, "Oh, but Real Madrid lost, but they haven't been that great this season." But we know, like, when they play at the Bernabeu and Champions League nights, like it's a whole different ball game. Like they just
yeah,
have that mentality. So it's really worrying me, honestly. I can't lie. Tomorrow, I think I'll be so stressed.
yeah. You shouldn't be. We have to look forward to it. It's a massive game. Certifier has to go soon. He's given me his prediction for the Madrid game. He's saying 4-1 Real Madrid. That
No,
doesn't make us feel any better.
that
4-1
is
Real
that is
Madrid.
a huge
Yeah,
difference. Like I'd
yeah.
rather take something 2-1 or whatever.
Okay.
But
What you're saying? Give me your prediction for
um,
Wednesday. Yeah,
okay, I haven't really thought about it, but I would hope for maybe 2-1.
to Real Madrid. Yeah,
Yeah, 2-1 to Real
yeah,
Madrid.
yeah. I understand. That'd be a great result. Actually, if we manage that, that'd be great. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna go with a bit of confidence and
Mm-hmm.
say we're gonna lose 1-0, 1-0 Real Madrid for me.
You know, I
And
was thinking I was torn between the two. Like,
yeah, it could either way. It's more or less the same. There's no, just it's not like before. There's away goals count or anything. So that way we're good. We just have to go and beat them at Chelsea. And if we lose 2-1 or 1-0, Alicia, Certified's got to be has to have something to say sorry for because he's put 4-1. So um, yeah, um,
that might end up being the aggregate. So, we have
yeah,
to. But I feel so bad because I know we hadn't met a lot, but conceding that unbeaten record and then for it to keep on, diminishing, I
yeah,
feel so bad because I really wanted to hold on to that. It was
yeah, of
something unique
course,
about it.
yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
But let's hope we do something. It's more hope than anything else, really. But we are Chelsea. We can do the unpredictable at any time, even when we're down like this. I've seen it in the past years when it wasn't even born probably, and we've always come up with something. That's Chelsea. It's our DNA to do something. Where everyone writes us off. Everyone, the pundits, everyone. Then we come flying and go and win the whole thing. It's happened before. It can happen again. So that's why I'm not too worried because I know the team. I know my club. What it can do when it's on fire. Yeah, OG, you still there or you gone? OG is still here, but I don't know if he's here.
He did
Anyway,
say he
yeah.
needs 15
Sorry,
minutes.
I think
He
he's
did say
gone.
he needs 15 minutes.
Oh yeah, but it's been 15
He
minutes, hasn't
knows
it?
the time has passed.
Yeah, I mean we had a good show. We said everything. I think we talked about Wolves, Frank. Uh, the next manager we've talked nearly on every show. Um, yeah, by the way, while you're here, who's your favorite to take over next summer?
I
Who's
think
your
I told
favorite?
you.
You
I think I told
Nigglesman,
you I'm
was it?
still undecided because I told you like my options were taken away from me. Like personally, I
Yeah.
would have gone Fleek or
Oh yes, yes. You said
yeah,
Flick.
you remember this
Yeah.
conversation. I'm
Uh-huh.
still like trying to discern, but like I mentioned earlier, like what I saw from shit, I'm forgetting his name, Enzo in this game. I'm kind of fearing that Enrique would take the same approach. Like he would
Yeah, like
expect me to
the
and
Atletico,
he
like Enzo.
would-
I'm sorry, Enzo. You're talking about. Sorry, not Felix.
yeah,
Yeah. I
to
understand. Putting,
to
yeah,
midfield. I don't know. I don't know.
yeah.
I'm
It could
really,
work.
really interested.
It's very hard to say. It's a gamble. Whoever they choose, it's a gamble. Like any new player you buy, it's a gamble. It's the same with the manager. Could be the best in the world, but still, it's a gamble. My feelings. I want Jose back because he is Chelsea. He's got the
Mhm.
DNA, and that's why I want Jose back. With him
I
and
mean,
Frank next to him, I think we can be a force. Yeah.
do you think like his source is kind of diminishing? Like
No.
I feel like if he comes in,
Why?
it will
Because
be
look at what he's done to Roma. He's made that club the top club. When he went there, they were a mid-table team. Yeah.
since 2017, I think, was it? This is the first time they're entering top four since 2017.
Yes. Yeah. That's to Marino.
But this
Look.
looks
Yeah.
like
Yeah. Go
I
on.
feel like we will just like, become, I feel like he can take us from where we are, but we won't hit, Premier League competition because I
Mm,
need to compete for the league, especially
yeah. Of
now that
course. Yeah.
is winning it. I need to
Yeah.
compete for the league.
Yeah. We have
Yeah.
to be, like I said, we have to be challenging. Whoever comes in, they have to challenge next year. And Bowley will want that as well. The board will. So that's why I say don't give these silly 5-year contracts yet. Let them, let the manager come in 18 months and take it from there, like we did with Tuchel. If he's good, you give him another year or 2 years or 3. You know, that's what I want to see this sport do right now. Look what happened with Thomas Tuchel. Yeah,
Sorry,
Uh,
go on. Sorry,
yeah, I
you
was
were saying.
saying, and the good thing they admitted their mistake. By bringing Frank Lampard, getting rid of Potter, bringing Frank to steady the club. So
Too
I'm glad
late.
they realised. Yeah, it's gone. Too
Yeah.
late, you said.
Sorry, I was saying, do you think it's too soon to say next season we'll compete for the league, given the fact we haven't even implemented our style of play? Like, we'll probably
Mm,
be figuring out that a lot this year, the manager
yeah,
wanting to figure out a starting 11, by the way, which is something I think under our previous managers, like at least from the time of Lampard, we haven't really had that.
no,
So I feel like it's too
yeah,
soon. If you tell me the 2024-2025 season, I feel like that's reasonable enough.
that's
But next
more
year,
realistic. Yes,
it's
yeah,
too scary.
yeah,
Too
yeah, you're absolutely right. Because whoever comes in, he has to, see the players before the season starts, get rid of the ones he doesn't think are good enough to be at Chelsea, and bring his, every manager's going to want his own players. So there's going to be changes. It will take a bit of time to get them going. But,
Yeah,
yeah, I agree with you there. But still, we're a massive club and we have to be challenging. I'm not saying we're going to win it next year, but at least have a chance of winning it and getting that top 4. We have to stay in that top 4 position. Make sure we get top 4. Whatever happens, with Real Madrid and so on. Yeah, so it depends. We ain't got long to go now. It's April, God. So, we ain't got long for the season to finish. The last game is May 29th, I think. We played our last game. Just checking again. Yeah, Sunday, 28th of May, Chelsea Newcastle will be our last game. We see by then we could be going really good. We don't know. Depends on these games coming up now. 7 games
yeah.
before that last one, and none of them are easy apart from Forest at home. Even that I'm saying easy, but Southampton beat
Given the
us
fact
1.
that
Yeah,
Liverpool lost to them has me
yeah,
worried.
yeah. It's But I wouldn't be too down on everything. I'm not, because I knew the moment Graham Potter stepped in, it was going to be like this.
Exactly.
I knew it. I said it from the beginning. A lot of people
Exactly.
said, "Oh, you're wrong. Give him time. Give him time." I said, "No, get him out. Get him out." And
And good
it happened.
like
Yeah,
we
go
saw
on.
what we did with Aston Villa, which is exactly what we're saying to people. Like, you can't just say that. Like, you need the results too. Look at them. They were 17th, 18th. Now they're 6th.
Yeah,
Like, that's impressive.
exactly.
You just can't say, oh, like, we're gonna wait.
Because they brought in a good manager, Uno Emery, same
Yeah,
players. He didn't buy any players, but he changed them players. He made them
exactly.
want to fight, and that's why. We can be the same. Frank can still do something. It's only his first game, but we know he's not a great manager. We know that. So yeah, we'll see. Let's hope we get a good result against Real Madrid. And yeah, probably do the next show. Uh, probably do the next. I'll have to think about that. I don't know if
Yeah,
it's worth doing Real Madrid tomorrow. I might leave it for do Real Madrid reaction after the game, on a Thursday, and then at the same time or Friday, and do the Brighton preview as well, probably.
yeah,
Yeah, because we've
yeah.
talked about it today. Yeah, go on.
I'll try to be there, but like tomorrow, of course,
Oh
you'll be
no,
back.
yeah, don't
Oh,
worry. Yeah, I'll send you. I always send you the link. If you can, you can. If you can't, I do understand. Like, a lot of people couldn't come tonight, but there's always we always get 6 of them. They'll come.
yeah.
But not everyone can come at every single show. But it's good. Whenever you're here, you're welcome. You know that. Like
Thank
everyone
you.
else. Yeah. And the
Yeah, 100.
spaces, you see, sometimes I do a space now, not every day like before, because
Yeah,
we just keep talking about the same things every time, all the time.
exactly.
But when it's something we have to talk about, then I'll do it. Yeah. So I think we talked about everything today. Uh,
Yeah, I think we've covered all the bases.
yeah. So let's hope, keep our fingers crossed. We get a result, at the Bernabeu, and so we have a fighting chance at the bridge. That'd be unbelievable. If we lose only by 1 goal, or get a draw, that'd be even better. Yeah, so let's see. I'm sure we're gonna do a lot better than we did against Wolves. I just have that feeling.
Yeah, it can't get worse. And I think
No,
mentality,
yeah,
they have to turn up.
yeah, exactly. Yeah. So with that, thanks Alicia who come on. Thanks to OG. I think he's doing something.
Yeah, thank you
OG.
for
So,
having me.
sorry, go on.
Sorry, I was saying thank you for having me.
Oh yeah, always. You're welcome. Thanks to OG, Deal, Certified, Dex, and Ben, of course. And Ghana came in early, but he had connection problems. Shame he had to go, because he's a very good pundit as well. So, and thanks to everyone in the chat, Knight Rider, Snoopy, Up the Chelsea, Werner, and everyone else who was watching us. Thanks a lot. It helps. Please subscribe and like the channel if you haven't. It will help us, and it doesn't cost you nothing. So please do that. And with that, we go out. And yeah, so thanks, and we'll be back probably Friday for the Real Madrid reaction and the Brighton preview. Yeah, so thanks a lot for everyone who came on. And Bobby, sorry, Bobby, haven't forgotten you. Yeah, Bobby was here as well. So thanks to everyone. So with that, good night. God bless you all, and take care.
Can I?
Yeah, go ahead.
Sorry, I
Alicia,
was just
go.
good night. I was just saying good night.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, good night. Yeah, so we will talk again soon. we at the next show or on a space or whatever. So yeah, so with that, thanks people. Yeah, let me just put the end thing. A second. I won't play Blues of Color today because I'm waiting for the Real Madrid outcome for that.
That's okay.
Do you want Blues of Color, Alicia?
It's
Should we
okay.
play
You
blue?
can play. You
Should we
can.
play
You can.
Blues of Color for luck?
I'll just tell
Let's
you
play
don't
Blues
play.
of Color. Come on. We have to go. Frank Lampard is back. Blues of Color, the best football song in the world. So we have to play it, I'm afraid. Yeah, so we go out with Blues of Color. Like I said, thank you, people. God bless you all. And take care. Football is the game. We're all together. We need each Fast on through the sun and rain. Chelsea is on main.
Here at the bridge where the rain all fine, we can shine all the time. Home or away, come and see us play. You're welcome any day. Hey, blue is the colour, football is the game.
We're all together.
So cheer us on through the sun and rain, 'cause Chelsea is our name. Come to the shed and we'll welcome you.
Wear your blue.
See
See us through.
sing loud and clear till the game is done. Sing Chelsea, yeah.